Welcome to the Vortex, the Time Vortex. This is Strato Time, Lord Strato, here for another episode of not World of Warcraft. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys.
Whoa, no one
We're here for a game of Dark Tower on Roll20.net.
Can I really put?
Just kidding. This time we're gonna go raid.
No,
Going right.
yeah, we're going to walk off. I'm gonna be priest.
We might be raiding. Who knows?
I am the priest walking. They
Uh,
can't stop me.
go ahead and take it away there, Darna. Hello?
All right, let's do this. Leroy!
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah.
I am gonna be that priest. I will be it when I get to play.
This is when Diana's gonna play a Blood Elf Paladin. I'm gonna play. No. Got a burger.
You're never gonna let this down, you know that, right?
Anyways, last time we left our group, the realization that Diana may have started a war, has sunken in. We have not met our new player yet, but we should soon. So.
And Navel have become a prince of the dragons now.
The prince. And Nathville has become the prince of the dragons, yes. Good time. And
I envy you.
I was so
Diana-
excited for Nothville to be the same rank as me so he couldn't bitch at me anymore, and then bam.
Wait, no.
The queen.
He's a lower rank than you right now because you're queen. He's a
Yeah.
prince.
I outrank him again.
A couple hundred years, that'll change.
When everything changes, nothing changes.
So, last time we left, you sat down, and was aspirated. The Red King steps back, walks over to her bed over in the stand. If you remember last time, Landley, the guards stopped you from searching the bed. She opens up the drawer and there's like a drawer on the headbed over here, and she opens it up and produces what looks like a massive scroll. She's holding it in her hands, and she kind of puts it on the table and unrolls it. It's like, well, I wanted you to find out what this world was like, but we got to learn a lot of new things. So here is the map of Romania.
Oh shit, we got the full map!
Wait, what?
We're done. We traveled everywhere.
We completed the map.
We are done with
GG.
We're done with the campaign is done.
We finished
It's
the game
over.
while you were making your new character.
Achievement
God
get.
damn it,
Achievement
guys.
get. Discovered the world of
God damn
Romania.
it, guys! Couldn't you
Achievement
wait?
get.
Couldn't you wait till I have introduced my new character? Damn you! If
Oh wow, this place is pretty big.
If you all play while I was waiting for this session
Of course.
every day.
Of course.
God damn you!
Of course.
This is a
Thank you all.
map.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
We
Rage quit.
who's leaving? I don't think anyone's here.
that was cold.
Where's Grit?
That is a big map.
Yeah, way bigger than I thought.
Well, yeah. So take a minute to take a look at it, and she does yeah. So when that's why I said she was holding a massive scroll. It like covers the whole table as she unfurls it, and you're like, damn, this place is big.
I need to scroll
And
it to
now-
the left.
Yeah, and just realize that every one of these hexes represents 100 miles.
Damn.
Yeah, it's massive.
Huge.
So she does. She's like, well, let's start off. She points out the towers. We'll go ahead and yeah. So she's like, what questions do you have? There should be 7. She points to the 7 towers if you can see them. Let's see here. Is there? She does point out. You see the massive brown area. I'll go ahead and try to ping it on the map and see if everybody sees it.
I'm gonna have to zoom out a bit.
Give me
Wait,
just
where was
a
it
moment.
again?
Should be at the
Busy.
bottom of the. It's to the
Southwest.
left of the volcanoes, the brown area.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, so if you go up on top of there, you should see like a river.
Yeah.
Looks like a triangle of water.
This
yeah.
place?
Yes, that's it, right there. She points to that ruin or marking on the map, and she says that used to be the old capital of Romania, and it is, of course, Transylvania.
Oh, vampires! Vampire hunt!
She does tell you that this river is called the Endless River. As you can see, it does not go to the ocean. What happened was she said that like hundreds and thousands of years ago, apparently a meteor struck that area and caused the river to go down underneath the ground, and it actually bore a hole or excavated, like caused some caves to appear underneath, and so basically the river then goes underneath the earth and then continues to the ocean completely underground from there. So that's why they call it the Endless River. So, if you want to go ahead and mark that on the map by putting some text. Can everybody put text down? I believe so.
I think I can. Yeah, we can.
If you want to. So that's up to you. Is there any other questions or anything that you want to add?
You don't need to write it down that way. You don't need to draw. You can actually write it.
I think you can get a writing box.
Yeah, you can, and then write it in that.
Let me try a writing box.
Hey, who got rid of that? I was underlining it.
You don't even need to write like that. You can write it like normal text.
Here, I'll sorry. Let's see here. Now to spell it, of course. So go ahead and what kind of questions do you have?
I just think of this as really big.
Your mind can't comprehend it. Roll a will search to make sure that you don't faint of how big it is.
Well, the name of that city is Transylvania. The country is named Romania. Even though the symbol in real life, for those people out on the internet, the symbol is the coat of arms is Transylvania. So.
Silence.
I think we're all taking aback. We're just looking at how big this map is.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, so
Any other questions you have about the map? She just like says, if you have any questions, I'll answer them.
I need more paper.
You always need more paper.
That's what Landolin is like in the middle of writing something else. Big old map laid down. I need more paper.
She smiles away and hands her some more paper. It's a big place. This is your kingdom, your majesty, she points to.
Oh, my mic's been off for the last, 10 minutes, and I've been talking this whole time.
You and your mic problems all the time.
I thought you were suspiciously quiet.
I was like, Dad, should be saying something. Jeez.
So, first I asked, what's north of this map, since it seems like it just kind of trails off.
She does say that north of the map is the Elemental Kingdom. I don't know if she answered that, but
Is that
No.
why there's something that looks like fire?
all I heard was a buzzing sound. I think Diana left it again.
I think it might be right.
I think, Ben, I think.
Diana, your mic is dead again. Yay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did.
You might need to get a new mic.
Yeah, she tells you that.
Can you hear me? Did I fix
Yeah,
it?
now we can.
Yeah. Sorry, it was out of battery power. I had to plug it in.
She tells you.
It comes
that-
on, it's like, bleh.
Yeah, she tells you north is the Elemental Kingdom.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So I think I'm just at a point right now where I'm kind of having an issue of scale, not with the map, but more of just the last thing I was told that I needed to do was, go to war with an entire nation, and I'm not really sure how to do that or what to do next. I'm not exactly a warmongering kind of guy. I kind of just, fix problems.
Just thought
Kill
about
bad
that.
dudes. Do my paladin thing.
I don't think any of us know how to deal with war, other than Nothville is just punch it in the face.
Right.
Well,
So-
see, I can punch this in the face just fine. But that's a lot of things. I don't know if I can punch them all in the face.
She does.
Between Nothville, we could probably punch half of them in the face.
Alright, so if you look over, to the east side, the west side of the map, up top, there should be a tower
Yep.
that's surrounded by look like fungus-looking things.
Uh-huh.
I'm putting it on the map.
I do see it.
Alright, she points out that there are a lot of, there used to be a tribe of elves that lived there. She says elves live quite a long time. I'm pretty sure they're still there. Maybe something to look into in the future.
Are there any
Might wanna
other
level
races
that.
on the map anywhere that we need to know about?
Yeah, she does say that the hills over here that are just below that the second mountain range that's on the map. I'll go ahead and ping it. That two rivers are coming from.
Yeah. I see
She
it.
says that there are those are obviously where dwarves hang out. Dwarves did hang out here in this mountain range as well. And to the north, you should see another mountain range as well. There's could be dwarves there. She doesn't know if there's any more dwarves in these mountains here, close to her city. She hasn't seen them, and you haven't run across any. But she does tell you that there are also trolls, goblins, orcs, creatures of that nature here. Well, some of them are friendly, but some are not. Giants to the north live near that other tower that's up completely straight north of here.
Where is that tower?
Way
Yeah, it
up
should
at
be
the top
somewhere.
by the elemental place?
Yeah, I see it. You think giants are up there?
Yeah, she said last time giants used to roam these areas here
Okay.
on the parts.
It just Bastard was alive.
these cities here are marked on the map as well. And she says each one of these was a different city. This is okay. So let me. But she says they're probably ruined by now, since the majority of the human inhabitants are dead.
Okay.
Or undead, for lack of a better term.
Could you ping where that is again?
But yeah, north is see the gray spot in the map.
Gray spot in
If
the
you
north.
go from,
I wanted
if you
to
go
know
I
from
see
the
it.
tower,
I found
we
it.
know.
I found it. Thank you.
No problem. Sorry, it's a big map.
What's going on over here at this tower?
Let me get back out. Been a couple of times.
It's just a little bit to the west of that spot we were just at.
This tower.
And it does look different, but I not a character. It's supposed to look like the other towers, but it is a tower. So
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
I just had to use a different picture to signify a tower. But she does say that one of the other masters, she does tell you that each of the 7 towers is guarded by either a monk or the 4 supreme beings of. So there's 3 monks total and 4 supreme beings, making a total of 7.
Interesting.
The force, each of them are supposed to be loyal to the
Family.
family, the royal family, but they each will probably get in order for them to swear allegiance to you.
Well, my primary goal is to try to avoid fighting if possible. What do you think? Do you think Fort Sister would be more willing to listen if I get the allegiance of these other peoples?
It might benefit. Also,
Like if they see that they are the only ones opposing this,
yes.
as opposed to if they think that like everybody doesn't care anymore, it's just them and us. Like if they know there are other people still around and they support me, they may be more willing to join with us.
True. Diplomatic negotiations may still be in action. Could be still possible to negotiate a treaty with them. It is, but they seem to be unreasonable last time I talked to them. They may, after seeing you and hearing the tale of you being chosen by Hellion himself, that they would acknowledge you as their king, queen.
How fast did we decide earlier that dragons could fly? Like hexes per day?
I don't
Should probably
know.
write down that land speed.
Yeah, probably.
What's a dragon's flight speed again? We have to go by the slowest of the group.
I think it was like 100, 200.
I thought something in the group. Oh yeah, 200. Everybody was 200
Yeah, everybody is 200 feet a
per
second.
round.
Yeah,
So a round is what, 6 seconds?
yeah, but let's see here. They said that an amateur player can travel 24 miles a day. So how many miles? How many feet in a mile? Right.
5,280.
All right. So divide that by times that by 24. and then divide that by 30, right?
What? Where did the 30 come from?
If we fly what, 60 feet or 120 feet around?
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I'm sorry. No. Well, okay, so
It's 120 around, and there's 10 rounds to a minute.
but no. Okay, so but it's 24 miles a day is what a human can move a day. So I'm assuming the dragon can only move whatever. But that's I don't know. Well, 30 comes from feet. Normal human can move 30 feet, right? That's why I'm saying 30. That's where the 30 comes from. So it'd be the same kind of calculation. I don't know. I was trying to figure out what number did they use to times 30 to get 24 miles.
Are we assuming a dragon flies, like, one day of flying for a dragon is 8 hours, or how long? 12?
I'm going to say 8 hours because, I mean, just like
Okay, if that's the case, then 8 hours of flying for a dragon is about 182 miles.
That's about right.
I could see that, yeah.
So you said each of these hexes was 100 miles across?
Yeah, so they can move 2 hexes a day, basically. Yeah. Wow. That's pretty fast. To be honest with you.
Well, it's not that fast compared to the fact that, like, everybody I was thinking about meeting with is on the other side of the map.
Right. That's why I gave you dragons. They get fast.
Well, you gave us dragons. One of us died.
The 3 remaining people have dragons.
Quick question. Because I'm too zoomed out to see, can somebody go over to the tower we're at currently and tell me how big that measurement meter is?
78.
It says 78?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is like... So basically, we could get from this tower to that tower where the elves are in about...
39 days.
Yeah.
If we
So like a month and a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
By that time, well, if you say that out loud, then she'll say, by that time, Fort Sisters probably march out on your cities and probably burn them. By the time you come back, your
It's
cities might be...
it's 40 miles. It's what? It's going to take us like 20 days to get down to Fort Sister? Because it was 40 from our location to Fort Sister?
You approaching the city would be tantamount to... would be very, very bad, because they might consider it a hostile action. I might be able to approach them. I'm on to Your Majesty.
You are more used to diplomatic relations than I am.
She probably stands a lot better chance of talking to them, at least getting you an audience with them first before we were to show down there.
The best thing to do would be meet on neutral territory. I'm sure the dragon would be more than happy to assist us in that matter.
I turned to Nothville.
We all look at Nothville.
That's for Dad to decide.
Well, you can talk to him, can't you?
What time of day is it?
It's in the afternoon.
It might be safe to do it right now.
Well, you have a permanent link with him, remember?
Fortunately.
Yeah.
So do you reach out with your mind and say, hey, Dad, what's up?
Hey, Pap.
Hey, Pops. How you doing? Is it safe? Yeah, I guess I will. Not that I really want to, because I don't. It feels so creepy.
Alright.
But I will.
Alright. You get a very drunk feeling coming back. And a very, like lethargic, kind of relaxed. Yeah, what do you want?
Quick question. How to put this? We're looking to have a diplomatic meeting on neutral ground, and I'm wondering if we could do it at in our territory at the Dragon's Hold.
He reaches into your mind a little bit, and it's like, I see the situation you're in. Yes, I do. I will agree that war would not be the best course of action. Besides, there's many people in Port Sister that our dragons are friends with. Wouldn't want to have dragons fighting dragons.
That would be a possibility.
Oh god, did the character sheets change?
Yes, they did.
Yes.
That's why I put out a
Yes.
video on it and posted it in the chat.
Shoot. I should have read that. Oh man.
Well,
Click the
I did
sprocket.
also-
Click the sprocket. That'll help.
Where's the sprocket?
When you scroll down to your character sheet,
Uh-huh.
right where it says Pathfinder, it should have a mode, a recall, and a settings. Click the settings.
Oh,
sprocket.
that's better.
Still a bit different.
Everything's so much better.
Now that you
Thank
can find
you.
everything, you're welcome. That's why
This-
when Jack originally found this like a week or so ago, I quickly threw a video together and I threw it up on the message board so so everyone could look at it and get their character sheets all figured out real fast without having to worry about that.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's like, very well. We will get the meetings together, but I will not be responsible for. Yes. Just let us know when this meeting will take place, and I will have everything ready.
I will let you know as soon as I know.
By the way, when am I going to be able to bounce my grandson on my knee? That can happen soon.
It's been 2 days, alright? Calm down.
We got. It's. Oh, blush a little ago. It's being worked on. That's a work in progress.
You can feel his smile, like, and then he just like, well, if that's all, son, then I shall leave you.
Yep.
And he leaves your mind.
I can just see Nothville, he's just standing there, all of a sudden he just breaks out in this huge grin and we're just looking at him like, what?
Nothing. So they're okay with it. Just they're not going to be responsible for anything that happens.
That's understandable, they're just going to be neutral territory after all.
Well, I'll be, I guess, on my way. She rolls up the scroll and then hands it to you handily.
Oh dear God. Oh well, at least I've got the school I can take this to and watch everyone freak out. That'll be entertaining.
Yes. She's like, well,
Quick question before you run off. With her new position, do we tell her the secret?
I think she should know.
He
And
already, and I gestured to Nothville, he already knows. The Elder Dragon told him.
Oh.
So, he's gonna pretty much already knows anyways.
Well, I'll leave you to it then. And she walks out.
That's the answer to that.
Yep. Alright, something you're going to need to know now that you're queen. You know that tree, you know that lake right there?
Yes.
There's a tree on that lake.
Okay. There are lots of trees.
Yes, but that tree bears fruit. This fruit,
Many do.
if you eat it, will keep you young and alive forever.
That sounds pretty awesome.
No.
You'd be just like your mother, the Red Queen.
Visible wince.
That's why I said no.
I just thought it was something you needed to know, so that you're not like wondering why we restricted that area to begin with.
That seems like a good point.
And it's something you should probably know, so you're just not like, if other people mention the tree, you're like, what about that tree? I don't know. At least you'll be able to say, shh, don't talk about that tree.
I will keep it in mind.
No talking.
And Diana's a smart enough person to realize now, in character, that the reason why, like she puts it together, like the silk, the only way to keep someone dead, Mal's, your grandfather's wife, right? Mal, you put it in that silver urn so she wouldn't come back to life. So, like, literally, like, she could be burned to ash and still come back from that. You will never die. Yeah.
Basically, I think Diana's issue is just like, well, she understands like the moral ramifications to being alive forever. She doesn't understand the more literal ones, like downsides. What are there other than getting bored?
Yeah, bored to tears.
I think that's why your father originally was good and turned evil. From boredom.
Noted. We'll keep that in mind.
Well, from the story that, from everything that you know so far, the father was always evil. Remember, he swore allegiance to the black, to the
still,
the white.
even if that wasn't even if he was always evil, that still poses the thing of, when you live that long, you may decide to go the other direction because you're bored.
Exactly. All right, so I'm assuming you guys are leaving the Red Queen's
Home.
abode.
Yep.
Okay.
Guess we'll be.
So you go outside. The dragons are waiting for you. Outside.
I blush a little more visibly.
She looks at you and is like, "What's wrong, dear?"
Nothing. Just requests and
Talk to your daddy, dearest, earlier. That's all. Nothing.
yeah,
Hmm.
things that your father wants.
There's just someone named themselves Leroy Jenkins, because I will banhammer you right now, buddy. Just saying. I will banhammer you so hard.
I did not know myself, Leroy Jenkins.
I think we know who we're speaking about.
Yes, we do.
Cough gnome cough.
Hey,
Cop, cop.
Boss is the best one of them all. He's the best warrior I've ever watched.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
why
he's
he
so
died.
good he died twice.
That's how badass he is. You cannot defeat him just by killing one time. You need to kill him 2 times.
Got it.
He does have a
Keep that in
nice
mind.
character, too, so... He decided, because he's had such luck with his characters, that he's made multiple, so we'll figure it out.
no, you shouldn't have said anything.
So you guys fly back to Fort Hope?
Yep.
Okay. So the dragons land in the locations of the landing zones, I guess.
Yep.
The people, like, some of the people walk over and see you guys, like, riding on dragons, like, oh my god, those are beautiful. And, dude, Nathville, yours is pretty and shiny, man. It's awesome. How'd you get that one?
As soon as we land, I'm just booking it to the school.
Alright. You don't pay attention.
we even go. It's a long story, and I'm following Landley because I don't know where else to go.
The dragons turn them as soon as they land and they're in the city. They turn themselves into their human form, wearing pajamas.
Of course.
Yeah, your wife's got a very pretty mithril, shiny, silvery-looking pajamas as she's walking with you. And they're like, "Whoa, she's pretty. Damn, she's about, hey, what's up, girl?" She's like, "Please, don't annoy me and my husband." What?
I just keep walking.
Please don't annoy the Prince of Dragons. He's busy right now.
No, she'd probably just say me and my husband. She doesn't like the flaunt her rank. So she's like,
It's gonna go around real fast either way.
So yeah, you got a crowd following you right now, man. So they're like, "Amiga, man, what the hell, man? I thought you gonna be that guy that like."
Reporting for service there, Commander. You're like, thank you, Colonel.
I just keep walking. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to deal with this right now. I don't want to deal with this right now.
And Diana, where are you going? Following Landley or what?
Probably.
Alright, so Landley, where are you going?
The school,
Hoping
of course.
nobody notices the different crown.
I'm hoping nobody notices I'm wearing a crown.
I think that would
Party
be
just
royalty
too
tries to sneak its way into the city.
Oh god, yes.
Where are you going, Landley?
I said I'm heading to the school.
Alright. You arrive at the school with your entourage.
I go into the school. I tell the teachers, you're not teaching anymore today. I have big news.
Okay, what's the big news?
We need the biggest table. I'm going to the biggest table. I have the whole map of the area.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you unfurl the map and they're like, "Holy shit! This is big!"
I just see them going, oh my god! Quick,
Oh,
get
that's
the
what she said,
pens
oh.
and the quills and the ink! Paper, go, go, go!
Yeah,
Class is dismissed for the day.
yeah. Now they have their students like help them copy the map
Oh yeah.
and stuff, and they'll send word around. People are like excited. They kind of look at it like, man, it would have taken this forever. Is there more people living here? And I'm assuming at this point you pretty much tell them everything that the Red Queen managed to tell you.
Yeah,
So,
I tell them.
all right, we'll kind of skip that part since unless. So while that's going on,
I'm also calling over a scribe. I'm like, we need to come up with some information. We need to go. I need you to write this stuff down. I'm not writing it down right now.
all right, what do you want, sir? Ma'am?
I need a message for the king to inform him that we are going to be having a neutral meeting.
King? Yeah, no king.
Well, the
The
regional
commanding guy over in Prim, usually.
The General Ural Tharsis? Yeah.
Yes, General Ural Tharsis. A message to General Ural Tharsis to let him know that we are going to be meeting with the people down in Fort Hope at the Dragon Place on a time that we need to set up.
What people?
The cursed people down in Fort Hope, down below, pointing on the map. Fort Sister.
Hope.
Fort Sister, sorry.
Why do...
In Fort
Okay.
Sister. I don't know why I said Fort Hope, but Fort Sister.
So you're going to Fort Sister to meet cursed people?
No. The cursed people are going to come up to the dragon location. We are going to go down to the dragon location in a neutral territory, and we're going to talk to these people because we're going to try to avoid a war that may
War?
come from this. Yes, we might be going to war, but we're going to try to solve
I was
this.
going to war. What happened?
Hold on. I would like to make a small adjustment here.
I didn't say
Romania may be going to war with the people of Fort Sister. The Fort Hope and the people over here not necessarily involved.
Well,
Oh,
then we're
Might
going
get
to
caught in the crossfire.
So Romania is about ready to be launched in the Civil War, is what you're saying?
Kinda.
It's pretty close, yeah.
Okay.
and
Who else do you want me to let know? Besides General Eurothar, since you said you wanted me to send especially another
send a
person?
message to each of the major towns just so that they know as well, and they can at least up their guards and stuff and be prepared in case they are attacked by the people from Fort
Well, if
Sister.
they're having a civil war, then why would it concern us?
Because Romania and you guys have a treaty together, and they may view that as a treaty of helping.
Oh, yes, I understand now.
Hopefully not, but I would be prepared just in case.
All right, I'll send the messages as quickly as possible. I'll go see Tarkin and have him send a magical message.
Thank you.
He leaves immediately. As they're running around, Jack, I guess you've been looking around for Landley, Jack, too, because you're trying to, you've heard that she's got, a big secret, or that she's the keeper of secrets, and that she's been pretty much got a lot of information about the city and whatnot, and you heard that from people in town that she came back in town, so you decided they said that she was at the school, so you decided to go check her out as this people are buzzing around.
Oh, there's talk in town by now of the dragons we came in on. There's probably news that there's a more complete map of the world was found.
Right. So, well,
It's explosive right now.
well, you showing up, back up, and with the dragon, probably what brought you to the school. As you're entering the school, you hear kids going, they got brought back a map of the world, or a map of this land, and they're like, oh, okay. So you walk in, and go ahead and describe your character for people in the internet and the rest of it.
Oh god, he's not a tall guy, only 5 foot 1 inches.
That's
Hi.
really short. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
He's short
what race?
compared to
More
everyone
rigid
else in
people.
the group.
Is he a human?
He looks like a human.
Okay. So we have another tiefling, or Asimar. Awesome.
People.
He have white hair and red eyes and a pale skin.
Okay, it's an Ifrit.
No. I'm calling it's a
Dampier.
vampire, or not a vampire, a
Dampier?
Dampier.
half vampire.
I'm not saying anything because
It's a Dhampir. Yeah, that's what it is.
No.
Whatever.
We don't care. Just keep going.
he's always going around with his whim with his Earthbreaker. Oh wait, no, what Earthbreaker is it? I forgot.
Earthbreaker, it's a two-handed weapon.
Yeah, Earthbreaker, yes, and yes, a two-handed weapon. For some reason I have it as greatsword under attack. Oh, that's it, not B.
Alright, so Landley, you see this gentleman walk up to you. How do you introduce yourself to Landley? Go ahead and roleplay that out. I swear to God, you call yourself that, I will kill your character. Just letting you know.
Your character will just explode on the spot, and we're just gonna be like, what the hell?
You know, you may want to think of another name than that. Okay?
May I not cover a character that? May I not? God damn it.
Hey, you know what else is important? Do I need to know not to heal your character? Is that important?
Yeah.
Is it my positive energy?
Assuming he'll discuss that later, but
Okay.
Or you're gonna heal
Well, I
him and
guess
he's
we'll
gonna
find
scream
out
out in
later.
pain and it'll be
Fine,
hilarious.
fine. I've changed the names back to what I originally have planned.
Thank
Don't
you.
worry.
Okay, that's. Thank you.
We don't need to watch
Damn
a
it.
character get introduced and then
I
just
have no
randomly
issues
explode.
with Leroy Jenkins. Yes, he's a great character, but I'm just letting you know that you have a better imagination than to just call it that. Sorry.
Leroy
No,
Spank.
I have no imagination. I always take from others. Anyway, he walks up to Landley and with a smile on his face, or rather a smirk. Like he's having fun anyway, even though there's nothing really going on he does at school, he's having fun. Or at least he thinks he's having fun. Hey, I hear you have some pretty neat secrets. Oh well, not secrets anymore. That's what I heard. And I heard you have lost a few companions on your travels. And I
just
suspect
keep
I could join.
I just see Landely like bent over the map, pointing stuff out to other people. She just kind of looks over at you.
So I wonder, can I join you? I'm not scared of death, and I am pretty sure I'm not gonna die myself. I am stronger than the Lord is in the world.
Looking at this guy. Are you guys standing next to me?
Well, I'm probably with you. I'm not sure where Nathville is.
I would be there. The center followed her.
She kind of like shifts one hand, looks over at the other two of you, like, should we have this guy with us, or?
I'm gonna be honest. So, Diana's a little tired of having companions die in front of her. So Diana's gonna say, "Okay, what do you do?" Just straight to the point.
What I do?
He hits stuff with sticks. He hits stuff with a big stick. I hit stuff with a big stick and heal people. And she kind of is like really smart and hits things with tiny sticks.
What I do? I break them. I will break every bone in the body.
Cool.
Well,
with what?
Those who we cannot save, of course. And then, of course, I will make sure nobody gets through, passes by me. I will stop them all.
Do we need to have this guy fight you in like a fist fight?
Yes.
No,
Diana.
Yes.
I don't know.
Sorry, what was that, GM?
I was like, yeah, you can see the Earthbreaker on his back. It's a massive, I believe it's a hammer, right?
Yes,
It's
a
a
big hammer.
giant, like,
Okay.
hammer.
So he uses an Earthbreaker. Good to know.
It's a massive two-handed weapon.
It's like with what our characters have been going through. I'm pretty sure we might have character initiations at this point.
We should probably come up with like an interview process.
I don't know. I mean, when they die, it's fun to take their stuff.
Wait, what? You haven't taken any more character stuff, have you?
Maybe.
That's been left kind of vague.
Oh god.
I feel like we should be, but I also feel like the DM doesn't want to just keep giving us free items.
Yeah, that would be getting overpowered because it's like, here, build this awesome weapon, then die. Build another awesome weapon, then die.
Secret tech. We just have him. We just have Jack keep building characters to die, so he can feed money into our characters.
Oh god, no. I will not.
We'll
I will
never
not
adventure
open the
again. I'll be like, all right, guys, that was a great adventure.
God damn it.
Everyone make new characters. Have a nice day. Your old characters are becoming NPCs.
Oh god.
And I'm assuming, like, yeah, and you come with like glowing recommendations from somewhere in Leanna of that you're a very good guard and stuff like that. So he's got like paperwork to back up his claim that he's a decent guard.
Fitting man.
Yeah.
He's a fit young man. or thing.
Blah, 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 blah. Here you go, Nothville. Here's another charge for you to take care of.
All right. Well, I suppose we can put you on a trial period. And although if you do decide to come with us, you need to keep in mind you might die. That has happened on several occasions.
As I said, I don't fear death, and I
There's
am
fearing
patient
death,
all
and there's
time.
being stupid about it and getting yourself killed.
I am
Like,
not that
have you ever
stupid.
thought about when somebody offers you a free dragon, deciding to fight the dragon instead? Did you ever think that would be a good idea?
Do you think that would be a good idea? I just see like everyone's head turn at that point. Be like, free dragon in the room.
At this point, the bronze dragon that's with you, we are not free, ma'am.
Are the dragons in the room with us?
Yeah, they're
Oh.
right there.
Well, I wouldn't have said that if they were here.
They're like,
I'm not an idiot.
Well, a dragon would be sweet, but
by that land, they give you the dirtiest look. They're like, free?
I didn't say anything.
Fine. I turn to them immediately and bow and say, I apologize. It was not my intention to imply that you were free or to be given or taken in any way, shape, or form.
Dahlia turns over to, looks at Lanolly's dragon, Zavia. She's like, Zavia, I'm sorry that you had to. You're a free dragon, I guess. And
That is not at all what I intended.
besides, is it a male, right, Lanolly?
No, it's a female.
She rolls her eyes like, yeah, I guess I'm free. Come on, you boys, let's go.
Oh God! I just roll my eyes.
I'm
and say,
so
"Oh,
glad I don't have a copper
Correct.
right now. Otherwise, shit would just hit the fan. God, if I
I
had a
look at
copper
the
dragon, it
dragons
would
and
just be
they're-
like, oh, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to play awesome pranks on the entire town.
I'm gonna look at the dragons. I'm gonna look at my two fellow compatriots and say, in a moment, I'm gonna smack all of you in the back of the head.
I didn't do anything about the dragons. I was asking your guys' opinion on this idiot.
Yeah, you said we were free. That you didn't do anything about the dragons.
That's
right.
why he was gonna get smacked in the back of the head.
How am I supposed to respond to that? I see the question and I'm just like, wait, what? No, it's an agreed arrangement.
There you go.
I apologize. I was paraphrasing because
We don't know his intelligence.
I just sometimes the stupidity of our previous companion just gets to me. I apologize.
Hey, I will not let that pass by. I will come back and hunt you.
I don't think it was Bass, was it? I don't
Oh, it was
remember which.
Bass.
I don't remember which of his characters it was.
no, it wasn't fast, but he's still stupid, remember?
Oh, it was a gunslinger, wasn't it?
It was
Yes.
the
I forget
dwarven
who that
guns.
was. Yeah, so him.
The best spirit just thinks anytime we talk about somebody being stupid that we're talking about him.
Yes, fast.
We are constantly haunted by Bast. It does not matter.
You are all haunted by past, forever and all eternity.
Anyway, so yeah, after that, so after a while, the captain of the guards shows up and he's like, "Well, always good to find about things secondhand." He walks in, like, "I was hoping you would bring this to my attention directly, but yes,
Too much is going on. We apologize for not informing you directly.
it's, I guess." He looks at Diana for a second, and and then he just like looks away, shakes his head briefly, and then looks away, and then looks over he like looked up at your head, and he like thinks that something's different, but he's like not sure if he should say anything, but then just shakes his head and just looks back at the.
Diana's keeping things low key right now.
It
He's
shakes
like-
his head. If you want to speak about private matters, we can move to my personal study.
He is like, that's okay. He looks over at the 3 dragons standing in near the out of the way of all the people right around.
Near
And
us?
he's like, yeah. He's like, hello, honored guests. He bows to them. Welcome to our fair city. And he looks back at the map, and it's a pretty massive map. And I did receive the message about Fort Sister warring with Romania. It's basically a civil war. It's like
Let's move out of the chaos to my private study and continue talking from there.
Yeah, things get a little complicated, and common ears don't need to hear it from here.
He points to
And where we are, we're surrounded by people, and there are people moving around constantly, and lots of talking going on.
He points to the headmaster of the school, and he's like, "Make sure I get a copy of this." And he's like, "We're working as fast as we can, sir. It's hard. It's a massive map. We got to calligraphy this whole thing. Not exactly easy." Like, I understand. As soon as you can get around to it, of course, sir. He walks over to your room. The dragons follow.
Of course. I'm not going to tell them to stand outside. I'm like, yeah, they're fine.
He looks at Hardwin, and he's like, "Hardwin, what are you doing all the way from Vienna?"
Who's Hardwin?
Me.
That's,
Oh, right.
Jack 2's other
I know.
character.
Yeah.
Oh, what? That's your name? Oh, okay. Whatever.
Hardwin. Just wait to hear his last name.
Hope.
Yes.
He doesn't call you
Hardwin
Mr.
Hope.
Hope because he's a captain. He's basically, he's outraged.
Wait, what?
Yeah, outraged too. Calls you by your first name. He's not really formal.
The guy in charge of Fort Hope outranks you by a lot.
Yeah, what? It doesn't matter. This is just his name. No, I wank.
You're just lucky it's not like just going, "Hello, Private." You're like, oh.
Well, I just came here to see if I could join them.
Why don't you wait over there in the hall for now while we talk with
Diplomatic things.
while
This is
we
gonna be
talk,
boring.
and we'll discuss what we're gonna do with you in a minute.
Fine. I can wait.
I guess he goes into the room where your room, and he, I don't know if it's rudely or just normally just takes your chair and sits down in it. Sits there.
Alright. So basically, once the door's closed, and we're sure nobody's nearby, I turn to him and say, so basically...
The dragon's there in the room, just to let you know.
That's fine. So
They're
basically,
fine.
Romania's having a bit of an internal power struggle right now, where somebody took the throne, and Fort Sister's not very happy about that. So they are kind of rebelling against the current occupants.
You mean the crown that we're not supposed to touch?
Yeah, that crown. Somebody took that crown.
Well, you should
And,
just tell him flat out, Diana.
May or may not be wearing it.
He looks at you, and he's like, so, from what I'm guessing, you're wearing the crown right now.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened.
Ye
There's a
old
couple crowds
Queen
going around
Diana now.
He stands up. As a representative of the highest ranking officer, I want to let you know Finland, country of Finland, is at your service, Your Majesty.
I appreciate it, sir.
I snicker.
Your Majesty, you honor me by calling me sir, but Captain will do fine.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad now.
I just keep snickering in the corner.
Shut up.
Oh,
shut up, Prince of Dragons.
Hey, shush. Nobody asked you to call my dog.
Oh, really? Huh, Mr. Chuckles? Well, we talk about you for a minute, what you've been up to.
I've been a family business.
Well, we talk about that little circle of metal on your head.
There's no circle of
I was
metal.
going to ask that, but I figured that he was, I don't know.
Oh, well, let me tell you a great story, Captain. So our
You
good...
that you were starting a war? Oh.
Well,
Oh, that's not even the best part.
No, sit
Well-
down. You're going to be here for 2 hours with all kinds of awesome stories.
All right.
Nathvel's married.
He like looks at you and he's like, "Well, congratulations, boy."
Well, you should say
Who's the
congratulations to her, too. She's standing right there. That's his wife.
She's basically
Walked over
attached
there.
to his hip.
And like he walks over and like leans in close to her. If he ever hurt you in any way, let me know. She's like, she kind of nods, like, I appreciate it, but I'll get it myself.
Oh, the captain has no faith in Nathvel.
Of course not.
No,
Who
Nathvel for
even have-
years. Immediately lets his new wife know, if he ever hurts you, come to me.
He is my sergeant subordinate. in this military? Oh. I'm married to a sergeant now. That's great.
Yeah, some of us are pretty complicated situations since we're technically a part of multiple countries.
Yeah, it's
structures.
Sergeant, Duke, Prince, and what? They're going to name you mayor of a town, too?
Actually, I look at Nathvel. You actually have a title in every single country.
Yes,
I
I
forgot
do.
about
I was hoping you wouldn't notice that.
At least I'm not in the dragon structure anywhere currently.
Yes, no, I had realized I have titles in every country. Thanks.
So I outrank you, but I think you also outrank me at the same time,
Yep.
depending on where we are.
Depending on what diplomatic situation we're in.
Well, since you're no longer a member of Finland and now a member of
I'm not?
Romania,
You, yes, you're queen of Romania.
I guess.
eh,
So does that mean I'm fired? I'm not a member of the guard anymore?
oh no, you still have to report for guard duty.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, he laughs. He goes, Your Majesty. He's like, no, of course I'm not going to make the queen of another country report to guard duty.
That does seem...
Like, that'd be diplomatic suicide.
I look at the captain and go, hey, I got a question.
No,
Are my people that are under me now technically my guard?
This is confusing. We need to sort this out later.
well, you'd have to have, but they sworn loyalty to Finland, so that would be kind of that you'd have
Like
to
while I'm in, yeah, I hate diplomacy and I just sit down in a chair.
He just wants to be in a fight right now.
No, you probably just sit down on the bed and flop.
I don't know if that would be a good idea right now.
It's okay, dear. You can still be a sergeant. If this is where you live, I'd be happy making a home here since, is it that man Marcus's wife? She's been hanging around here. She's been telling me lots of stories about this place. How nice the people are here.
Well,
Yes.
we can sort that out later. But basically, Civil War trying to resolve diplomatically, because I'd rather not go to war with, I guess, my own people.
Probably be a good thing to do, not to cause a civil war, right? Right off the bat.
Not a really good way to start my rule.
Well,
Hopefully
Your
they'll understand when you were chosen by a god that it's okay.
Oh God, you just had to bring up the God part of this that I roll over.
I didn't think that was particularly important. Right now.
It wasn't until now.
Of course, Her Majesty the Queen was ordained by God to rule. That's the way kings and queens work.
Well, it was a little bit different.
Raises
So, like, one literally
kinda
showed
there.
up and said, "Here."
Like, actually there. Like, had a conversation with.
Not just one, but two.
He nods and is like, well, I'll send a message to General Euro Tharsis and let him know what's actually happened and everything. And I'm sure you probably already sent them information. But yeah. Oh, question. Since you are ambassador to Romania, and now you're queen.
I think you probably need to choose a new ambassador. I'm not sure it's okay for the queen of a country to be an ambassador for the other country.
I see.
I know it. Put Leon. You learn. I cannot speak.
Landily?
Leonly, yes. Put Leon to be ambassador.
Yeah. He looks at. He looks. Well, that would be your decision, Your Majesty. And he stands up. It's a good thing I don't have to make these kind of choices.
Lucky you.
He says, now, excuse me, Your Majesty, I have to get ready for war. Word that I've never thought I'd say.
Well, again, hopefully it will not happen, but it's good to be prepared.
Yes. And he looks at you, Nathal, and he kind of goes, Sergeant Prince
Duke?
Just call me Nathal.
Get your soldiers ready for combat, and he walks out.
Hold my head. I hate this.
You could resign. Like, that's allowed.
But I like Frank. It's fun to order him around. How
Has
many
anyone
elves
told you
get to
you're not a
order
good
around
person?
dwarves?
Has anybody ever told you you're not a very good person?
I'm a good person. I don't go around killing people. Oh wait,
He's,
well, let me
he's,
rephrase that.
he's good but rough.
Let me rephrase that, yeah.
Wait, let me rephrase that. I don't go around killing innocent people.
So are all your dragons females?
I think so.
I thought mine was
they-
male.
Oh, yours is male.
Mine's male.
The other two are
Everett.
female.
Well,
Yeah, every ad is male.
every ad goes, well, we can, you should probably get ready and get this thing all rolling, I guess.
Well, currently we need to hear back because
We still got to talk to the other guy who's still out in the hall. Decide.
my mother is currently trying to set up a meeting, since apparently it would be bad if I just went straight there. So
we're
we kind of
gonna
got to wait.
Yep.
Zavia perks up and says, do you want me to go get the newbie?
Yeah, go get the newbie.
Why don't we try him out? Why don't we? Hey, Nathvel.
I don't want to
No.
fight the newbie.
I don't want you to kill him. Never mind.
Doesn't seem wise to test someone in that fashion. I think it's best just to see what he fares in actual combat fighting.
Well, the problem is I don't know if we're going to have much actual combat anytime soon. We're kind of royalty now, and about to go to a bunch of diplomatic relations.
Redalia smiles and is like, "Oh, your father, the king, would stand in the front line of his men when going to war.
But don't get me wrong, I probably will. I just also want to, try not to have the war happen.
That's always a good idea."
Like, if it comes to it, I'll be up there. But
So, and, yeah, as you finish that sentence, Zavia comes back with Hardwin in tow, and he comes into the room.
Sit down.
rude.
Well, okay.
Landley
silent.
comes up as-
By the way, can I just say how funny it is to me that, like, Nothel's a prince, I'm a queen, and yet for some reason Landley's still the party leader most of the time,
Yeah.
I think. I'm not sure who's in charge of the party sometimes.
I think it
we
just
just
goes
kinda
back and
flow.
forth depending on situations.
I think it's more situational of what's going on. If we gotta kill shit, we gotta kill shit. We know where it goes.
Well, for the mostly, it's Landry is still leader. For the mostly.
Probably because Landley's been around the longest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been in the party the longest.
And you know
And all
that
my
we-
characters are just the.
Well, kind of, depending on if you say that the three of us all joined Landley's party of one person, or the other way around.
True.
Well,
Landley's been in the game the longest.
yeah. Landley was sent out on the first mission that you ended up like joining her in the middle of.
Yes, but most of the people either died or just like stopped playing. So good times.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you guys are in the room. Go ahead and I'll just sit back, fill you in on whatever. Go ahead.
So, are we doing a moral testing, or are we just gonna beat the crap out of him and see how he stands?
I think we'll bring him on for trial period, and
See if he stays alive. I mean,
yeah, just see how it goes.
It's been a working theory so far.
Is there anything we need to know about you beforehand so that we don't do something that's you would not like done?
Detrimental to your health?
I would say
Like, are you allergic to
keep that
foods?
paladin's healing away from me.
Keep the paladin's healing away from you. Ah, well that doesn't... Okay, that inspires confidence. But sure, we'll just not do that.
No touchy. Okay.
So we got a no touching rule. That's a good start.
No, touching is fine. Just no
So,
healing.
so you want me to touch you?
Don't heal, that's all.
Okay. So like if
I'm
you're on the
assuming
ground
not.
dying, I don't heal you.
Exactly.
Why would
Because
we
you
not
would
heal
just-
you?
Well, I assume he
You
gets
would-
harmed by positive energy.
Exactly.
Ah.
He would
Means he's undead.
kill me if she healed me.
Roll a knowledge religion, Diana. And only DC 15 to figure out he's a damn fear.
I
Yeah,
think she figured
I
it
think
out.
I got it.
yeah, he's a damn fear. There's been other people who've been damn fears in service.
They're not emphatically.
It's not unusual. So I mean, you're used to damn fears, but
I mean, I've met him before.
yeah.
I mean, I used to be a tiefling, and they're similar, right?
It's okay. The previous leader of my group was a damn fear. He died horribly
Really?
though.
Oh, well, I'm sure that won't happen to you.
Well, he
It's
died.
horrifying.
He went the same way as Bast
What, the first time or the second time?
the second time,
Right.
Oh, okay.
He went down the road and then burned to cinders.
pretty much.
He went down the Rainbow Bridge and died.
I'm glad we did
Oh
that.
yeah, if you see a rainbow bridge, don't cross it unless you're really sure you want to.
You might die.
I see.
Or get superpowers, but probably die.
Or like
sounds
die.
A big risk.
There's
But-
like a 70% chance you'll die, and like a 30% chance you'll get something.
Like me.
And horrible traumatic experience, from what I've heard.
Shudder. Diana immediately shudders.
Sophia pipes in and tell them about the free dragons.
I'm gonna smack you.
There is no
Diane
free
scrolls and
dragons.
runs. Everett this guy looks at her like, what? This could be honest.
At least every ad hasn't given me shit for that yet.
Well,
As
I
soon as it
think
gets
would be sweet.
around, every dragon's gonna walk by and say, "So, what about that free dragon?"
They are free. They're free to make their own choices.
Oh, that's what you meant. Ah, it makes all
Yes.
We'll just go with that.
Also known as a wild dragon.
Just like I was free to marry this pile of garbage over here. Regalia points to you and kind of snickers a little bit.
You know,
Oh, I like her. She can stay.
I tell you, be careful when you tussle my hair. There's a little thing that lives in there.
Oh, yeah,
what?
I forgot about your spider friend.
Yeah, everybody's
Right.
forgot about him.
The spider kind of pokes out and what you're talking about and like climbs up on your shoulder and kind of looks at her and is like, oh, I was wondering if there was something in your hair when we were, and she blushes a little bit and then Never mind.
Oh God!
Just to him being there, I forget who's there.
Hey, just be glad your daddy dear doesn't think of him as his son.
Anyway, she's like, all of a sudden Nathal, you get a knock on in your brain.
Oh no.
I sigh and I close my eyes and say, "Give me a minute, guys." And I say, "Yes, sir."
Oh, don't be so formal, son.
You're older than me. That's the sir.
Uh, the meeting has been arranged. Tomorrow afternoon is when they arrive.
We'll make it there.
Very well. And do you mind if I speak to the Queen through you?
Wait, the meeting's tomorrow?
Yes.
Wait, we can't get there by tomorrow.
Yes, we can. We have to talk to the mage.
We can teleport, right.
We're probably gonna have to be like, we need to teleport here, and then we need to teleport over there because we gotta go pick somebody else up,
Yep.
and give him the skinny on the way over, which is gonna be faster than he would have expected to receive the message.
I nod and say, "Of course you can."
He,
Who are we picking up?
Nathal, I don't know who Emily's talking about picking up.
Probably General
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
Tarsus?
the general dude.
Again, he doesn't actually have anything to do with this peace conference, so
He
probably not.
still would want to know, so he can make an informed decision.
We can fill him in, but this is an internal dispute.
He just might want to be there just to listen.
And while I understand that, I'd rather not antagonize these people further by thinking I'm just inviting people in. I need to convince them that I am 100% for Romania, working for Romania, and have Romania's best interests in heart. And inviting my previous boss from... I keep forgetting the name of the country that we're in.
Finland.
Inviting the previous leader of Finland, where I used to be a member of, to this conference that, frankly, he doesn't need to be at is not a good way to start off. I will be happy to fill him in at a later date, but I don't think he should be there.
Anyway, I open one eye and go, "My dad wants to talk to you."
Oh, who's me? Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, like, he like convulses a little bit and perks up a little bit and he's like reaches over and gives his daughter a hug.
I just see Nothville sitting up, fall down on the bed, bolt upright, walk over.
Yeah, he gives his first off. He walks over to his daughter and gives her. It's good to see you, my child. And she's like, "Doing well, father." And he walks over to you, Diana.
I offer a handshake and say, "Good to see you again."
He looks at your hand. He's like, "I represent the dragons in this matter," and he kneels before you. "I, King of Dragons, Master of all the dragon flights, hereby affirm our loyalty to the Queen of this country for me." He then stands back up.
I suppose when he's down there, I say something along the lines of, I accept your pledge with honor, or something. I don't know. I roll a diplomacy check to sound reasonable.
And then he stands back up and he's like,
I sound reasonable.
he's like, Radai behind Nathal points to the ground, like she wants you to give the same. She kind of nods and points to the ground, like you're supposed to read or do something similar.
I suppose I kneel and say something similar. I guess as Queen of Romania, I do so reaffirm my pledge to be partnered with and work with your nation and you as the King of the Dragons. I say that with the diplomacy 31 sounding more reasonable.
That sounded like a
He
dumbass.
reaches down, picks you, reaches down to help you back up, and he gives you a big hug, and then he then grasps your hand and he shakes it with both of his hands, like, now that is out of the way, thank you. And just as quickly as he was there, Nat fell in. He's like, and he just says thank you to you in your mind as well.
Just say welcome in my mind. I want to say like half the time when Nathal's talking to his dad, he's actually talking out loud.
Yeah.
Like it's only like every few words is out loud because he's not used to it yet.
Yeah. So, Nathal, you're back in control of your body.
Yay!
All right. So, what are you guys planning on doing until tomorrow afternoon? Until we.
Hardwin have some questions about what just happened.
What's
Yeah,
your
I suppose you are.
questions?
Okay.
We're going to have multiple
So-
days to talk, so I can answer all the questions you want.
Real quick recap, though. I'm the Queen of Romania. He points over at Nathal. He's the Prince of the Dragons. Romania's might be going into a civil war. Tomorrow we're going to a peace conference to attempt to make that not happen. Did that sum everything up? Also, Nathal was just speaking with his father, the King of the Dragons. Did that sum everything up there?
Exactly. How is an elf Prince of Dragons?
Because he married a dragon.
Because she is the princess of the dragons and he's married to her.
That is certainly interesting.
Radiah stands
You know
up.
what? That might be the best way I've ever heard anybody sum this whole game up. That's interesting. I like him. I like him.
Radiah stands up. He's like, yes, I am Princess of the Dragons. Pleasure to meet you. Pardon, what's your name?
Hardwin Hope.
I hope we're formal enough that I can call you by your first name.
I have no problems with that, my lady.
Oh, you do me great honor. And Sabina comes up and says, my name is Sabina. So I am this, she kind of thumbs her finger over at Landley and says, this one's Mount. She's still got a lot to learn in the writing category, but she's okay. Everyone puffs out his chest as he walks over and says, and yeah, I'm Everyad. I'm the
Jackass of the group.
I'm the Queen's Mount. He's like, I'm the Queen's Mount. Like, just like that.
All
I'd like
puffed
to put
up.
my hand on his head and just say, calm down, buddy.
Alright, Skipper.
No.
Well, if any of you two ladies wants to try avoid somebody yourself, then just come to me.
Maybe like him a little less. A little bit less now.
I just kind of look at Radiah
I'm
and
not
go,
100% sure. You know what?
He kind of looks at him and like, oh yeah, you hot stuff. Ooh.
I'm going to reserve judgment, I think. Because I'm not sure if that makes me like it more or less. Reserving judgment, we'll find out later.
I'm just looking at my wife,
So?
wondering if she's going to eat him or just ignoring the stupid comment.
Radiah assumed when Hardwin said two ladies, she was assuming that he was talking to Sabina and Landley,
I'm hoping that's who he was talking to.
He was not talking to her at all. She's already behind his wife, and
I'm not saying who it was to. I'm not saying.
That's why I was curious.
You know what? That's probably safe. Why don't you just leave it vague?
Vague is safe.
You should have went
Because
vaguer and just said ladies. in
Landely
general.
and Landely's dragon are really the only two safe options.
Does Diana might just kill you.
Diana might kill you, and you don't talk to a queen like that. The other dragon's married.
Not heal you? Oh, you mean like this?
Here, oh, did I hit you with my sword really hard? Let me make it better.
Oh fuck no.
Here's the channel positive energy.
Get away with the healing.
Oh, you're injured here. I have this wand of cure light wounds.
Oh god.
Shoot, I think
Give me an inflict wound instead.
I think a bunch of my notes actually got removed when the
Oh, wait,
character
does
sheet
anybody-
changed.
Removed.
That's-
You might have to go looking for them.
There was a
anyone
notes
else
page on the
know-
core page. I can't find it now.
Do any of you even know inflict wounds?
Why would we know that?
one does, but
I recommend buying a wand of it.
Yeah.
If you don't
Same
have
price.
one.
yeah, it'd be 750 gold for these.
I am not going to go out of my way to buy an inflict wand of wounds.
Yeah, that's for you only. You're gonna have to pay for that.
Yeah.
All right, so
Actually, can anybody in our party cast that? None of us can use the wand.
I can use the wand because I've used magic device, and if I know
True.
the command word, it's really easy to use the wand.
Okay.
It's just
I'd have to be an anti-paladin to know that.
well, no, actually, you can still cast inflict wounds because you can always cast a negative spell. You can
No.
change your cure light wounds to
Paladins don't have inflict light wounds on their list.
that's clerics that have inflict.
Yeah, clerics have both. Paladins specifically only have the cure
for the purpose of it.
of what?
Yeah, no, I mean you can cast this. You can't cast the spell, but you can use the wand because you have a divine skill set.
You can
Don't
use the
they-
wand as long as you know the command word.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you don't even use magic device check if you know
No.
the command word.
Because he's a divine caster, he can use the wand because it's a divine spell.
I'm
If
not
you know the spell,
sure
you can
that's
use it
how
without a
that
problem.
works.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to know, according to the rules, you're supposed to know the spell. But, clerics are only ones that are allowed to know the opposite of the spell. I don't...
Because clerics can, because as a good cleric, you can prepare inflict spells and spontaneously
basically-
flip them to cure spells.
Basically,
But paladins can do the same thing, though.
no.
No.
So basically, paladins only can only use the cure spells. They can't use the inflict spells unless they're an anti-paladin, and then anti-paladins can't use the cures. Baseline in the rules with wands, you either have to roll a use magic device check to use them, which I can't make that check, or you have to know the spell in order to use them, or the spell has to be on your class list. Because inflict light wounds is not on my class list at all, I can't use the wand.
So you better hope Landely never dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you're next.
Yeah. Fuck.
But yeah, I would recommend Hardwin going and buying a wand of inflict light wounds.
Wait, I don't think I have. No, I don't have a used magic device, so I cannot.
Yes,
Well,
but
you can buy it and give it to Landely.
You need to buy it and give it to Landely so she can heal you.
I have
Because
no
unless you
money.
do that, no one in the party can heal you.
I don't have enough money for it.
I would sell something. It's really important.
Especially for Dampier.
Like, I'm not sure I have...
I mean,
I
the
would
only other
consider-
option you could do is if you were like a cleric Dampier, where you would do the whole cure or inflict wounds for yourself with the spontaneous flip to cure.
Right.
So you could just be
But-
like, let me heal myself with this inflict spell, and let me heal this
Yeah.
other person.
I would help pay for it, but unfortunately I have no money. I am all out.
How much does it cost?
750.
A full
same as,
full one was 750.
It's 1d8 plus 1, yeah. That's what it heals. I mean, that's what it harms.
But for me, it's healing. So yeah.
Yeah.
And can I just sell my Ring of Arcane Signets?
What is
Sure.
that?
It allows you to mark something with an arcane symbol on
Yeah,
it, so you
sell
know where
that.
it's at.
Sell that.
Yeah,
Sell
I
that
just
to
had it
once.
for roleplay purpose. But yeah, okay, sell it.
You don't need that.
You
No.
don't need it right now. I mean, you
It
can
was
pick
just-
it up later.
Yeah, it was just for roleplay service. That's all.
They're pretty cheap. I mean, they're not that expensive.
I cannot find my notes page. This is really annoying.
I have no notes.
I'll
There was
try to-
a-
I'm like,
Stuff
if
on
you
there.
look, it should say core, defense, attack, abilities, skills,
Well,
spells,
no, I see
inventory,
it.
notes.
And there used to be at the bottom of the core page, there was a spot where I had some notes written down, including like what my sword does, and it's not there anymore.
Oh, this speed notes. Yeah.
I can't remember what type of notes they were.
Oh, go all the way. Go to the tab that says notes.
Uh-huh.
See if they're there.
They're not. That entire tab is empty for me.
Okay. I don't know.
Wait, what are you looking for?
He's looking for his weapon. Maybe it's under. Did you put it on a weapon?
It should be under equipment under weight.
It's under the thing you're talking about. That's
Oh.
faction notes, I think.
It might be.
Is what I think you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's on the core page. It's like right in the middle between your health and experience. Yeah, that's what you're looking for.
That doesn't have what I was looking for in there. Let me check on my items page. I'll see if I can figure it
Because
out.
you're talking about the one that was all the way down at the bottom of the core page, right?
Well, I know there's the one thing on the core page where there's under says it'll say class, race, experience, and then it'll have a little thing that says with a checkbox says add racial monster hit dice. If you check that box, another little thing will proc.
I'll keep looking around.
All right.
Until
Alright,
then, I may have to try to remake what my sword was, because I forget.
All right. So the discussion is over. So what are you doing for the rest of the night and pretty much the rest of the day? Are you guys
Well,
like?
we know what's going to happen at my night. His daddy
Well-
wants a grandchild.
Well, Landley, what are you doing? Let's start out. Are you just going to hang out in your room and just like study some documents or what?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Danny, do you know anything important?
No, not really.
Are you going to go back to the barracks to sleep?
I don't know. I'm not sure I'm allowed in there since I don't work for the guard anymore. I'll probably rent a room in the inn.
Yeah. When, well, okay, I'm going to say, like, I'm assuming, like, but you still have your stuff there. Like, you still had, like, some knickknacks.
Yeah, I probably had some
whatever.
personal effects there, yeah.
Yeah, so you go back to the barracks with, and both you and Nap are, like, probably walking back to the barracks with your dragons. And you just see this group. Marcus is there. Everybody. Colonel Frank, your guards, and they all sitting there, got bottles of whiskey, and they kind of look at you with smiles on their faces as you walk up.
Oh, God.
Nap, look out, Mary! They grab you and they're like, yeah! Hey, and they like pick him up and like carry him off, and they're like they have your stuff in tow. They drop you in front of this house, and they're like, "Take a look at it, boss. What do you think?" And they
Got a house.
yeah,
Nafel has a second house.
Keep them get house.
like we I was one of the guards like I was building it for me and my wife, but looks like you got married faster than we did, so I can always build another one. He's like, I'll give it to you, and he hands you the key to the house.
I was like, well, this is a hell of a wedding gift.
Oh, it was the faction notes. It's just I had to make the box bigger to see everything.
I thought I was right.
Thank you.
He punches you on the shoulders like, well, carry her across the threshold, man, and let's have a party in your new house.
Look at her go. Yeah, so this, I'm not sure if you know this tradition in our kind, and I pick her up like how do they call it? Princess carry?
Yeah.
The princess style.
Yeah.
Nope, fireman carry. Go.
No, I'm not looking over my shoulder like a log.
Yeah, the Princess Carrie, yeah. And she's like, oh my. She smiles. She's like, goes with it. You walk up and like, you have to keep a hold of her while you unlock the door and open the door.
You remember, I had the mule things on, so I'm a lot stronger carrying things.
Shoot, question. Don't I have wings now? Like,
Yes.
all the time?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Nobody's pointed it out to you, but nobody wanted to say anything.
Yeah, no one's saying anything. They're like, he's got wings now. He's a paladin. Whatever.
Oh, God, I forgot about that. I need to learn how to fly. That's what I should be doing. I should be retraining a skill rank into fly. Oh, no, I did. I already did that. Never mind.
You did that with the other fly thing.
I'm really bad at flying. God, I hate having armor.
Yeah, so, yeah, Nathal, you have a big old party at your house. And, yeah, Diana, the ladies, the guys, like, look over to you and they're like, sorry, Your Majesty, but, Captain's orders, well, we gave you he says that you can, if you want to sleep somewhere, that they had made a room. I guess the room they'd never used for like the diplomatic meetings and stuff like that. It's like a kind of a large hall of some kind where you had the meeting with the dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Because adjoining that room is a actual bedroom. It says you can sleep.
Aw, they gave you private chambers.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
And the private chambers are in the main fort of Fort. You're sleeping where the lieutenants and the captains and all the rank comes. Someone's talking in the background. Anyways, but that's what they gave you to sleep.
I thank them kindly for the offer, and I take them up on it.
Alright. You join Nathal and his party at his house? Or?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Party! But he likes to party.
And of course, like, talks about Marcus immediately says, So you beat the King of the Dragons to drinking contest. You still think you're gonna beat me? Huh, Diana?
I just look at him. Marcus, you haven't been drunk until you got in a drinking contest with a dragon.
Let's do this!
I 100%. So one of the downsides to beating the King of the Dragons in a drinking contest, I think I'm obligated to accept every drinking challenge ever from now on. I think I kind of have to defend my honor.
Like, everybody's gonna come look at you like you're the fastest guy in the West. Everyone's gonna challenge you. It's like, because if they beat you, they're like, yeah, I beat the chick that beat the King of the Dragons.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that I fairly easily beat him. Do you need me to roll my fortitude saves?
No, Marcus is
Marcus doesn't realize it, but
Yeah.
he's actually a lightweight.
Yeah, we've already
Like Marcus
established
has
that.
never beaten me.
Yeah, Marcus is constantly just challenging. It's for fun. He knows he's gonna lose to you, but he's like, it's this thing. Like, he's just calls you out. That's what he does. It's his way of. That's why he has a good time hanging out with you and stuff. His wife kind of rolls her eyes at him as he's drunk laying on the ground. It's like, well, I guess you won, Diana.
What did he say?
She said.
She
His
said,
wife.
I guess you won, Diana. As she looks,
I sit there drinking my beer, like not even buzzed, just like, yeah, this is fairly common occurrence.
she smiles and the guy is like hanging out. And, so the next morning comes. I'm assuming you get the wand there.
Yeah.
That's
And I
okay.
give it. Should I give it to somebody?
You give it to Landely because she's the only
I
person.
give it to Landry. Yeah. Yeah.
Landly, you also have a wand of cure being caused minor wounds.
Inflict light
minor
wounds.
yeah. Which
Wait,
has
like-
maximum charge is 50. So
Yeah, and it will be plus 1 point per caster level, so 1d8 plus 5 because that's the maximum.
No, whenever you
That's-
buy a wand, you buy it at the minimum,
Oh.
so it'd be a D8 plus
Oh.
1.
Okay, no matter then.
Potions, on the other hand, could be higher.
Okay.
Well, you can
Really-
buy wands at higher. It's just you have to requisition them because baseline Pathfinder assumes everything made is at minimum because that's the easiest way to do it. You can still buy wands at higher caster levels.
Just be ready to pay it out the
Just-
ass.
You have to pay out the ass and no one makes them because why bother most of the time? Like, it's not worth paying that much extra money to get an extra plus 1 on each heal attempt. Like, it's easier just to buy another wand.
all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys over to the
To the wagon. There.
area. Okay.
Wow, that map is tiny.
Oh yeah, compared to the yes.
Compared to the other map, it's like whoop, whoop, ah.
So delete the red dragon. Delete this guy.
Is there still just like a blood splot over here from where the gunslinger was?
Yeah. So I
I
don't know.
point to the blood splot and to get Hardwin's attention. That was our last party member.
I look at my wife and go, did they eat him or did they just get rid of him?
You know what? I think it's better not to ask.
No, I wanted to know.
I would have said have fun.
Well, I will avoid it. I don't want to risk ending up like that myself.
I like him. He seems to be intelligent and making good decisions.
But I will still like a dragon.
That is fine. That you want that. Most people do.
Okay.
How
I just
do you
realized
get
that
a
because
red
I'm half
dragon?
celestial now, I can
Alright,
technically
you
cast
see,
a 7th level spell.
How do you get a black dragon?
Oh, Lanley, why are you all the way back down in the corner?
Because technically, if we were going to leave, I would have just said have fun.
That reminds me.
Really?
Because because Diana literally said, I don't want anyone else. I'm like, well, then there's no reason for me or the other guy to be there, just you and Nothvel.
Well,
You don't want to risk any problems, so having me there is only going to cause problems, and having him there's only going to have problems.
I can shut up.
there.
Can, but that's your way.
I don't know. You guys were. You're like my entourage. It's more okay. Like you
You're
work
her
for
guard.
me, kind of.
She
You don't
hired
really
you.
work for me, but we can say you do.
It's like the only thing I have is the Red Queen's tabard. That's it.
Which means kind of by relation, you work for me now.
Alright, so
So I'm not sure what we should probably figure out what her new title is because I don't think she's a queen anymore. I'm not 100% sure on that.
she will always be referred to as the Red Queen.
Okay, cool.
Well, because technically speaking, she was the Queen Mother. I mean,
She is the mother of the current queen, so she still is queen.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just a title.
She's the queen mother. That's what she would be called now, basically.
Probably still be referred to as the Red Queen, and you would probably be referred to as the real queen.
Or yeah, Queen Diana right now. So,
Can we just call her Queenie?
yeah, I don't think that. So
Can we
when
just
you
call you
run,
Pincushion?
I'm not a pincushion. That was the other one.
No, but you will be soon if you keep calling me Queenie.
so as you arrive at the Dragon's Hold, of course, the gold dragon tells you, please make your offering to the King of the Dragons.
Oh shit, I forgot about that again. I don't have anything to offer. I have no money.
I look around and go, wait, do I have to do that too?
Yes.
Shit.
I just wanted to, I didn't know. You know, son,
Yeah,
father.
you're I'm assuming, Langley, you and everybody a gem before you head off,
Before we teleport in.
or not? Langley?
Do you be like, do we need to talk for a minute? And like drag off the platform, like, can you give us something?
I forgot, and I don't have enough money to buy anything worth anything. I have 40 gold.
Wow, I have a lot more gold than you do.
Yeah, I spend it all on items and stuff. Which is frankly impressive considering how much free shit I've gotten.
So you're gonna provide for yourself, Nothvel, or did you need something too?
It should be alright.
Alright.
What about
So,
you,
thank you,
Mr.
Artwin, do you have something to give to the King of Dragons? Artwin, you there?
Yeah, what? Sorry.
Do you have anything to give to the King of Dragons?
Give me a second, I need to look.
He's got to look. He was like me going, shit.
Alright, we'll start with you, Napa. What do you give it to the King of Dragons?
I take out 50 gold and I put it in a pile.
Okay. You like throw a sack of gold on there.
Yes.
The other dragon's kind of none.
I now have 68 gold.
Here you go. Here you go, my
I love
queen.
how the
Here's a
queen
star pearl for you to give the dragon.
Thank you.
I love how the queen has to bag up a lane to leave underneath him on the king.
I'm assuming this happened before you guys, right?
Yes, 100% yes.
If not, it would be one of those. Here you are, my queen. Here's one of the star pearls I am
assuming
holding for
like
you.
to, remind you guys, don't forget to bring my father a gift. It's tradition.
And Hardwin didn't know.
No, Hardwin was informed. What would Hardwin do?
Oh.
Yeah, Hardman was informed. You were told.
So you can retroactively have bought something if you want.
I was then I'll have to look for something that I can buy. And
Just
I will,
throw in 50 gold if you have it.
Yeah. 50 gold, yes.
Here-
So then I'm down to 200 now.
Me and Diana threw in another star pearl.
They don't seem to mind that at all. It's like, it's more of like, it's more of like a formality type of thing. So,
Note to self: store up on things that I can give as gifts to King of Dragons.
right.
To-do list: top. Well, middle. Top is probably prevent civil war, but you know.
It's one of those side things you want to stock up on.
Stop the unduly death of millions. That's job one. Job two, keep the King of Dragons from eating me.
Step 3,
Because
survive.
if he eats me, I cannot do step 1.
Exactly.
Step 3, try to survive.
Because I'm guessing one of the other gifts you can give him is your life.
Oh god.
I don't think I'm allowed to do that.
Or a body.
I wonder if he would take a slave. You might be able to get some servants to do.
Oh shoot! I just realized that since I'm an outsider now, you can't bring me back to life if I die.
Nope, you poof off to a different plane of existence.
Wait, I'm not an outsider, right?
No.
Not anymore.
Only unless you're a native outsider. That's the only thing that would keep you here.
No. It
I mean,
shouldn't
I
be,
count
at
as a
least.
native outsider, yeah. Also, I don't need to sleep. Didn't know that. Okay.
Well,
Oh no, I do need to. It's native outsiders don't need to breathe, eat, or sleep, and I think I am a native. Yeah, I'm a native outsider. So never mind.
yeah, and then I'm just here. I cannot go in the sunlight without being desolate.
I.e., you
Alright,
need to buy
so
a pair of
the
sunglasses
dragon-
and a hat.
The gold dragon says, "Here, we are bringing this meeting the order. Step force parties, introducing Her Majesty the Queen of Romania. That is still up to discussion." One of the guys in the corner, and the dragon's like looks at him. Diana,
I step
Please.
forwards.
also the Prince of Dragons, Duke of the first Duke of the First Tower, Sergeant Nathal. I mean, no wait. What was your character's name? I forget.
God, you have too many fucking titles.
I have titles, I've got names, I've got everything, baby.
You've
You've got
the
3
bridges.
titles,
Oh my
2
God.
names. God.
Sergeant,
Yeah.
Duke, Prince, Mayor.
Matriad the
I
Strong.
don't think he's a mayor quite yet.
They don't call him Nathal, they call him Matriad the Strong. I remember that. Can you put that in your character so I remember?
I put it there. It's Magdarad the Strong. It's right there. It's in my character name.
Okay.
Oh,
I
you-
didn't see it.
You want it on my...
Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm blind. Okay. And then they go, the Keeper's Secrets, Landley, and
Who are you?
Harwin Hope, companion of the Queen.
Those other people.
And then she points over to. I'm sure you can see the guy with the spear. This guy walks up.
Oh,
Yeah. He's
He's
not
big.
that big, but I'm just like making it. He walks up and she introduces him.
Whoa!
It's empty for a moment. You should
This is
change it.
There's a giant.
Lorita.
Giant, let's kill it.
Okay.
This is General Lorita of Fort Sister, and then she points over to this guy. This is
Another giant.
Magel, the wizard of Fort Sister, and this guy, and this is like this is Lord Hestor. The other two. These other two just kind of step back here, and he stands within 10 feet of you, and he like then faces the dragon. He's like, very well. The dragons have agreed to listen to the case of this in this manner, and we are arbitrators and nothing more. Please, if you, there will be no fighting allowed here. If you do, we will have to treat you accordingly. He says, this Diana, imposter, I know that deep underneath that skin and flesh of the once proud member of our royal family who died in glorious battle. Who is this person that has stolen the body of one of our greatest champions and now proclaim themselves to be queen?
Hardwin leans over to Narvel and whispers.
Hardwin should not
What
talk.
What are they talking about?
Oh,
We'll help out
Hardwin doesn't know
later.
Romanian, does he?
No, he does know it. He just
Okay.
he doesn't get this with another person inside the body. He doesn't know that.
We'll tell you about that later.
I'm assuming you're whispering it.
Yes.
Yeah, he's whispering.
Okay, so. What do you say, Diana?
Oh, sorry, was he done talking?
Yes.
Okay. So, just as a heads up, I'm going to be rolling diplomacy checks through here, because I'm assuming that Diana, with her billion charisma, is better at talking than me.
Don't watch it. We'll play it out.
I will. I would like the diplomacy checks to be relevant in how my words impact them.
All right. So. Okay.
And that's okay. Let's see. So, who I once was does not matter. What matters is that I am now who I am now. I am Diana. I have been acknowledged by the Red Queen as her daughter and as heir to the throne. I have been acknowledged by... Out of character for a second. What was the positive energy god's name again?
Elion.
I'm sorry? Helion?
Elion.
Elion.
I have been acknowledged by Helion himself as worthy to take the throne. And have been told to take up this position by the god himself.
Go ahead.
God, I hate diplomatic. I'm bad at it.
Okay. He's
Not sure
like,
what that was.
he looks at you and he's like, you say the god Hellion himself came down from and spoke to you.
I do swear, upon my life, that this is the truth and that this is what happened.
As a witness to this, I will concur that this did happen.
Radalia then also pipes in. I will also second that. As a noble, and I stake my reputation as the princess of the dragons, that this occurred. He kind of looks at both of you and he nods. He's like, false. Sometimes these falsities and these manifestations of hallucinations can hit so many people. But since you are this so-called queen, we have intruders amongst our midst. Shall we strike them down and burn their cities and lay waste to all of them for treading upon our land, our sacred right, given to us by the god himself? Is that not your charge?
This is where it gets tricky. I haven't studied up a whole lot of Romanian law. Probably should know some more about that for future reference. Okay.
Landely's been doing some reading on it so far.
Well, considering your mother was against doing that, I mean, you've got a kind of standing point there.
but I need to say it in a way that sounds convincing. I think if I refer... Let me try... Sorry, I don't want to bounce too many ideas off of you guys, because that's a little cheating out of character. Because I can't communicate with you while I'm having a conversation with these people.
As far as you know, you can't.
Okay.
I'm assuming Langley give you as much information as possible about and you did prepare somewhat. So
I would have taught you a little bit.
Are there laws that say that we have to kill anybody who trespasses on our land?
well, you could also bluff says I am the queen. That's a decision I shall take. You could be a portion. I mean, that's you are the queen. You'd be like the laws can be changed. I am the queen. Blah,
It's
blah,
like,
blah.
That's
Can't
kind
change
of...
the
Alright,
laws.
so here's what we'll do. These people of...
We have
Goddamn, I
not
forgot
made
the
a
name
treaty
again.
with them as it is.
Finland.
Finland, thank you. These people of Finland have they have come peacefully, and they have come as refugees from a war-torn land across the sea. I have communicated with them. The former Red Queen has spent much time communicating with them. We currently have a peace treaty made with them. I do not believe that we are such warmongers that we must destroy any nation that comes on into our land. I understand why they have come, and I believe that they will do no harm and allow them to live in the location they are. Now, if they begin to expand suddenly and with large amounts of growth, that is something that will definitely need to be revisited. But for the time being, I see no harm in letting them live where they are.
One of the generals steps forward, and then he's like, and he walks over and whispers to the guy, and then he steps back, and he looks over to you and looks.
Can I roll a perception check? Walking over to Whisper, I want to roll that perception check. Come on.
Damn, mine's only an 18.
Okay. Langley, you hear him say to him,
Wow, I rolled crap.
Wait, should I? Oh, okay, I'm gonna roll to. Wait a second.
Since I'm up
I
close,
don't think anybody at the Landley's going to have a chance.
I rolled a 2 and got a 13.
Like, I might have been okay if I rolled high, because I have a plus 13 to my perception, but...
I rolled a 10.
25.
Not
so
much
Oh.
by Landley.
I rolled a
Mark
13.
and Langley both hear him whisper to him. He's like, he just whispers one phrase, disturbing the dead, and he walks back. Do you say anything to? I know you have a moment to inform Diana what you wish.
I will then immediately turn to Diana and say he walked up and mentioned the word disturbing the dead.
I assume you whisper that very quietly.
Oh yes. I
Okay.
said I whispered to you. I'm
We have
standing
to
right
speak like
next to
normal
you
people.
as it is, so
I nod and then go back to looking at them. The ball's in their court right now. I can address that depending on how he phrases it, but I'm not gonna tack on after I heard him whisper something.
There was a general that was asleep in the city near the lake that was honorably buried, and he was disturbed by these said friends of Romania, and many were murdered and killed by this man. It has not been laid to rest. They are a bunch of thieves and brigands that do not know respect amongst us. Something of this rhetoric must be answered for.
I was not there at the time of the event, but I have spoken to said general, and I have investigated this event personally. The defilers in question are no longer of this world, so I believe they have been justly punished. The nation has been firmly informed that any further issues of similar... Anyone who comes into our territory to disturb the dead further, if that were to happen, they are forfeiting their own life. For that would be a breaking of the treaty that we have with their nation. Currently...
Are they to be your servants, as in they swear fealty and complete command? You be complete command over them?
That is not currently the arrangement we have with them. We are still... The diplomatic relations are still very young. I have no desire to take any freedoms or rights from them. They seem fairly adept at self-governing themselves. But, again, since the relations are so young, the situation may warrant change depending on how they act.
Turning to you for a quick moment.
He says, I have no doubt. I will say this now, that you are the queen of our country. And I will pledge my fealty to you. But I feel that leaving them in this situation where they are not tied to us in any way, shape, or fashion would leave us exposed to a level of animosity. He gestures as the general walks up, and it is my wish that to ease my mind and the mind of my people, an arranged marriage should be brokered between a high-ranking member of Finland and General Lotera here. And he points to the general.
Can I throw a quick detect evil at everyone?
Sure.
May I speak for just a moment?
I suppose before that I say, give me a moment, I must consider.
So, Landley,
I ask, may I speak for a moment?
You may.
A thing you may want to think of. I know it's hard to understand, but representation of what has happened to these people that are coming over. I understand that I do not fully understand all your customs, but say, for example, the land we are standing on were to sink into the sea and you were to flee to another land to survive. Would you oblige being slaughtered by the locals because of their particular customs, or would you be more in tune to trying to find out how to coexist with them, or would you just mass murder them if they were just running from a total catastrophe?
I don't believe the issue is of slaughter right now. We're simply discussing
He looks at
options for diplomatic relations.
I understand diplomatic relations. I'm just saying,
look-
I'm just doing like a similar thing with what you would be in if something said were to happen.
Oh, you want the tech? Yeah. Okay. So the Lord just perks up and he's like,
Just food for thought.
if my king or queen, if the king was there, we would slaughter them to the man if they did not follow the rules of our. They would be our servants, not the way around. And if we were too few to make them obey, then we would wait patiently in the wings until we were strong enough to strike back. And then we would pike them all.
I do not like where this is going.
If Howard whisper to Novel.
Well, that well, I will say that regardless of what happens, I welcome the counsel of all three of you. I am, as you may know, fairly new to this position. I look for all of the advice that I can get. However, I believe right now our priority is determining, unifying our nation as one, because I don't believe it is safe to keep ourselves split. If we would like to discuss further the issue of Finland, I believe we should save that for a later time and possibly also involve Finland's leadership, as I cannot speak for them.
He looks at you, and so to answer your first question, the guy that you're talking to is evil, and the wizard is evil. The general is not.
Okay, the general's not evil. Cool.
Okay.
Good to know. Not that it matters, but it's good to keep in mind.
Yeah. He goes, no, let me say this. To prevent war, I will swear my fealty if you can guarantee the alliance through an arranged marriage to either myself or General to a member of the Finland court. If you cannot obtain this, then we have nothing to discuss, and you and Finland will burn to the ground by my hands, Your Majesty.
Well, then I believe we've reached a small impasse for the moment, as I can't speak for Finland without first meeting with them.
Told you so.
I would like to hope that we can form some sort of arrangement. I think the best course for the moment would be to postpone this meeting to a later date. I will speak with Finland on the matter and arrange make the arrangements.
He nods and he says, of course. We will wait patiently here for your return. And he steps back.
I suppose I turn to whatever dragon is overseeing this and say, is this agreeable? Is this all right if they wait here while we attempt to get this issue resolved?
Of course, Your Majesty.
I very much appreciate it.
Pleased that this went well. The three guys step and walk away, out of sight, and they seem to be like pretty far away, and they stop to talk to each other.
And I turn to Landley after they walk away and go, okay, so maybe you were right. I was hoping that Vinland wouldn't come up in these talks.
Told you we should have brought him.
All right. You're right. You were right.
Look, she's a mind reader, man.
Shut up, Nathel.
I'm assuming you're saying a message to General Ural Tharsis, right? Because you don't have to leave. You just
I mean,
call him over.
the fastest way to send a message would be to go there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, teleport back.
So
is the wizard here to teleport us?
That's the problem. I think we need to fly
dragon
back.
can teleport you back. Remember?
The dragons can? Okay.
Just
Oh, the gold dragon can. The gold dragon.
yeah, if they just teleport us back to Fort Hope, we'll go tackle the mage and have him
So
teleport
who's
us over
going
there.
to Fort Hope? All of the, well, General Ural Tharsis is in Rim.
I know he's in Prim, but we know the mage in Fort Hope. To have him
We
teleport
should
us
probably
to
we
Prim.
should probably go straight to Prim. Because they probably have a mage at Prim that can teleport us back here.
Probably.
Well, yeah, the teleportation. You remember the teleportation circle was linked to yours, so they can teleport to any of your cities, but they just have to have a code to get there. That's pretty much. So you'd have to send a message or some way of communicating that this is happening. Otherwise, it could be met with resistance.
All right.
That's why I was
Do we have
suggesting.
Is anybody available that can cast a message spell, just so we can shoot somebody a message?
Here, well, when you say
message
that,
wouldn't work because that's got a range. It'd have to be a higher level spell.
Redalia looks over at you. Is like, "Do you still have the necklace, my darling?"
It's in Fort Hope.
No, it's not.
You had it with you this entire time. You never brought it back.
Yeah. No.
No, I thought you left it in Fort Hope because the necklace was just... You left that in Fort Hope and then you found out you have a permanent connection with the king.
No, it's always on me. I've got it with me. I never left it there.
So she goes, you have to know the person that you're talking to and think very hard about them. And
Talk to Colonel!
make sure you knock first. You may get a rude
Awakening.
entry.
Yeah, I found that one out the hard way.
She smiles a little bit. Well, if you didn't do that, then we would never be together. She gives you a hug.
True.
All right, so I guess
Who is it that I need to talk to, and what do you need me to do?
Well, you should
Basically,
probably
we
talk
just-
to Colonel first, because he's probably the person you can think of the most. And it'd be
Is he
funnier if you're
in?
ordering the dwarf around from distance.
Yes, but what am I having him go do?
You're gonna go have him talk to the mage and tell him to accept an incoming teleportation.
oh, so we're going back to Fort Hope.
That's our best bet, because if we talk to him, he's got the codes, or maybe he can give us the code to get to Prim.
Yeah, okay, that's probably the
wait.
safest way. Yeah.
Okay.
Or do you
cool.
want to talk to Ural Tharsis directly?
Can I talk to Ural Tharsis directly?
Well, I'm talking.
No, the necklace requires elves.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And besides, Nothvel would be too inclined to try to mess with Colonel from a distance. Like, no, I have to do this.
Well, that's up
Yeah.
to Nathel. So
I mean, this is something important. I trust Nothvel with important things.
All right, now
Okay,
you're trying to get in Matria the Strong. Who are you trying to get in touch with?
Why don't you message the general and I'll communicate with him through you?
All right, here comes fun number 2,958 of this adventure. I will try to communicate with the general.
All right.
Friendly mental knock before doing so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you feel like a weird questioning, like unsure feeling as you feel the general's presence in your mind. Like, nah, is that you?
Yes, it is.
What the, what the? Are you a spirit?
No. No, I'm not.
He said,
die.
he's haunting you.
I told you not to mess with the dragons, that they would eat you.
They did not eat me.
He's haunting you.
They gave me a necklace that allows me to talk to people, so It's a long story. Anyway, so the Queen of Romania wishes to talk to you through me via this ability I have now. So
Just tell him
if that's
he's
okay
needed
with you.
here if he can get a teleport over here quickly.
I would rather she say it. Because if I do, he's gonna go, why are you ordering me to do something?
He's like, oh, don't know how this works, but I
Think of it like a translator.
all right. All of a sudden, you see like Knoxville kind of like jerk a little bit, and he's like looks at you for a second. He like opens his eyes, like snaps around, looks around, like you're looking around.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that to be how it happened.
And
Yeah.
he's like snapping around and looking around. He's like, "This is amazing. I'm seeing everything through Knoxville's eyes."
I kind of step into his vision range. Yes, you are. How's it? Good to see you, General.
Hmm. Oh, Lord, Knoxville's got to take a shower. I mean, seriously. Some
Yes.
stuff smelling like this.
All right.
He sniffs the air. Look at you. And he's like, oh. He looks down. He's at his bare chest. And he's like, he like covers himself.
General,
Sorry,
it's fine. No one thinks that you chose to go be Nathvel. I was going to pick a particular bad attribute, but there's too many, so I just stuck with being him. I thank you for meeting with us.
On such short notice?
Yes, on such short notice. Have you received any missives from Fort Hope recently?
Yes, information about the new map.
Yes.
He says, yeah, I received the message from the scribe that Mandalay sent.
And about the possible civil war that's going on?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So I can skip over that part. So, I believe, I kind of look at Landley for a second, but then go back to him. I believe in that missive. It may have also mentioned that I'm now the Queen of Romania.
Yes, yes, Your Majesty. That was made perfectly clear.
That is good to hear. Okay. That makes this easier, slightly.
That fell suddenly farts.
So,
I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
it's okay. It's not. So, I'm going to be quite frank with you here, General. The nation I am in charge of is on the cusp of possible civil war. I have been in negotiations with the other party in my country about reunification under my rule. One of the things they are most concerned about, though, is Finland. They're very concerned about us having no strong ties to you. They have suggested that we form stronger bonds by having a certain general of our people in an arranged marriage with somebody from Finland.
Well, I don't know. Everyone has the right. Arranged marriages are a thing that we were part of. Some people here, I'm not, but you know me. I never force a lady or a man to. Will it be a lady?
Yes.
Then
Well, perhaps you could ask around and see if anyone would be willing.
he kind of looks at you, Lennon, and goes, I don't know too many women that be just marrying a person that they've just met. That's hard pill to swallow.
Yes, this is somewhat of the issue.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, they are being rather hard-headed about this. I kind of look at the group. Unless anybody has a suitable alternative that I can suggest to them.
Well, I'm already married.
It's not really what I meant.
If Landely wants to bite the bullet.
I will stab you.
I'll take that as a no.
He then says, there is a woman by the name of Leanna from Fort Hope. She's a farmer's daughter, she's not. But she was related to a noble from, if you remember, from back in the times, and she'd probably be able to. She might be the best option. You'd have to ask her, obviously, but that's the best I could offer. But otherwise, Your Majesty,
Sorry.
there's no choice. Then I recommend that somebody may have to fight, do what they must to prevent war. But I leave that to you.
I mean, unfortunately, sir, you can't leave that to me. I'm not really a member of Finland anymore. And frankly...
Well, I wasn't the one to put us in this situation.
Well, technically, sir, by simply settling here on the land, everyone here is subject to either find a way to go through this, or all get attacked by the people here according to their laws. So in effect, just by settling, you've almost committed a crime.
Which is what we were trying to avoid any issues from that by solving this.
That is the best option I can give you. Is she's a noble, she might be able to understand the situation. But that means you are going to have to ask her yourself. I cannot. I mean, I'm pretty far away from where she's at. Since Nathel has a way to talk long distances, you can speak to her with him, I guess.
Unfortunately, I believe Nothville has to be familiar with the person, but...
Or have someone talk to her in your stead. Or you can you can teleport there. Right? Give you the code, and he steps off for a moment, and Nathel grabs a piece of paper from his thing and writes down some information, and then hands it to you. There. That should allow the dragons to teleport through our circles. They're must ask permission first before they use it, but he will allow them to have it, this information.
Thank you, General.
You need to ask permission so you don't teleport in on somebody else.
Exactly.
I appreciate your counsel. I will need to consider.
And then that before he leaves, Napa, you get a word in your mind like, take a damn shower, boy, and then he just leaves.
I just see him not even in the mind. You just hear Nothville be like, take a damn shower, Nothville, please. And then he's back to himself.
Zaffel just ignores him. Zaffel takes a bath twice a month. Probably
So
better
basically-
than most people in town.
So basically, they want me to... God damn it.
You get to choose, brother.
This goes all against my paladin-ness. Like, I don't...
You don't want to force somebody into a marriage.
No. This is why I'm trying to come up with a different solution.
Yes. If you want to,
Shall we go talk to her then?
Hold off. Landely, you're not noble, are you?
I'm not answering that question.
I have no intention of attempting to marry you off to somebody.
I'm all for Landely being married off. I mean, then we'll all be, well,
Shut up,
except for
Nathel.
Arwen is still not got any titles.
I do not
Arwen
talk
has no idea what the fuck is going on.
I look at you with the stern face and say, I do not talk about my noble family. Thank you very
That's
much.
fair. Apologies, didn't mean to intrude. I should have thought
So
better.
she
I
is a
don't like
noble,
to talk
so
about
we
my
can
family.
marry off Landely.
I
I
will
don't like to talk
stab
about
you.
my biological family either.
Come on, Landely, take one for the team.
Shut up, Nathel.
And you can raise my child.
Sure, I'll give it to Daddy.
All three of them?
Yeah.
Wherever they are?
Neither of you are helping.
alright, so what? Alright,
Off to see the wizard.
Off to get teleported away.
alright, so you gonna teleport?
I'm thinking.
Think faster.
I'm already moving to the teleport pad to get teleported.
So- Tell you what, can we take our 5-minute break here?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's
Since
take a 5
it's-
minute break here.
About 2.5 hours into the session, and that'll give me some time to think.
What are you gonna do there, Diana?
Well, since the party doesn't seem to have an opinion one way or the other,
I said we
I'm-
go talk to this gal.
that was basically my thought. We'll go talk to her, suggest the situation, try to convince her, and see how she feels about it. I don't want to make her do it, but I'm not above trying to convince her of the benefits.
Okay. You want to talk to them about a woman from their group marrying a man, too, or you're
Well,
not?
they were all the people they suggested were males, weren't they?
No, there was male
Yes.
and a female suggested, I thought.
The Lord, I believe. No, there. Let's see. I believe it was a.
Wait, which one was the general?
There was this one.
No, I mean, was the general male or female?
General was male.
They're all male.
Okay.
But you could ask them. As a thought, trying to help you find a solution. See, does it have to be a woman? Because would you accept a man into the kingdom?
Did we want to discuss a possible option of maybe a male person that might want to marry in?
Well, who would we pick? Like the general?
Well,
General's already married.
I don't
Haven
think General,
wa-
but maybe one of the other major leaders?
Arwen takes a step away from you guys when he hears this.
Well, I mean, you could ask him just to put another thing on the table.
I suppose I'll check with them before we leave.
It's
Alright.
just a good thing to ask.
So as you approach
I approach in a way that makes it very obvious that I'm walking over, so they're not surprised.
Alright. They walk over to you and like, yes, your majesty.
Apologies for the interruption. Before we left, I just wanted to check in on one thing.
Of course.
Would you also accept a male from the Finland kingdom marrying into our nobility?
He looks at you and says, the Lord says, yes, my daughter is of married age. I would be more than happy to offer her hand in marriage to Finland,
Thank you for your.
and she has no choice in the matter. That's what he says.
Thank you for the prompt answer. I will. We will speak with you again once we have sorted everything out.
Okay. So you teleport back to Fort Hope.
Yeah, we're gonna try for the girl first.
All right.
See how she feels. I'd rather avoid anybody being forced into a marriage.
Your paladin.
Yeah, it's not really good being a paladin. I've decided being a paladin queen is not great. It would be way easier if I was like anything else.
But you are the law, right?
But I what?
The
You
law.
are
You
the
are.
law.
Kind of.
You can make your own laws as you go. Hey, this is the law now.
I
Because
can,
said
but I
so.
also have to obey my god's laws.
It's true. I'm just having fun. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Which god? The god you've been worshipping, or the god that came down and said, do this?
You know what? That's a good question, and I have not figured that out yet.
I was wondering if you were having that moral debate.
You know what? That's kind of going on in the background this whole time. I'm not really sure whose paladin I am anymore.
Are you a paladin anymore? Do you even know?
I am fairly confident I'm still a paladin.
Yeah. You haven't lost your paladin ability.
I'm fairly certain I'm still a paladin. Detect evil, yes. Nathville, you're not evil.
I've probably done some questionable things, but I don't think I've done anything that warrants me losing my paladin-ness yet.
Yeah.
So you arrive at Fort Hope. Tharsis reaches like, back so soon. How did it fare? We out of the clear?
Not yet.
Possibly, but not yet. We've made progress.
So
Did you want to go find that girl real quick?
you find Leanna. She lives in one of the smaller.
For the record, when I visit her, I would like to take no dragons with me. I would like to not be wearing my crown. I do not want to overly intimidate this
Take the
girl.
crown on your head.
What?
You
Oh,
wanna
wait.
take the crown
Sorry, the
off
crown's a
your head.
magical artifact. I don't want to lose that shit. Never mind. Crown stays.
You might be able to put a hat on at best.
All right, so you're gonna go by yourself, basically, right?
Go by yourself?
Either by myself or if Landley wants to come with me.
Oh, I can't go?
Nathel, you're a little intimidating.
Ah!
Well, you could tell Nathel and what's his face to go find a male suitor, right? As a backup.
Nathal might just come back with that guy knocked out and go, here's your male suitor.
We'll hold off on that for now. I want to. That's a last-ditch resort.
I will hand a note to Hardwin.
Don't be alone with Nathal.
All right.
No, the note to the note to Hardwin that so Diana doesn't know is to talk to General Tharsis right here and ask him about, seeing if we might be able to find a male suitor that would be willing to be put into a forced marriage in order to protect the country from being just
I could
obliterated.
order Frank to do it.
I don't think you're allowed to order people to get married. I think that's a little overstepping your bounds.
Nah, I could do it.
Depending on who you're ordering. If it's a Finland guard member, then you're overstepping your bounds. If it's a dragon, you might not be.
That's why I'm like, Phil's gonna mess this up. I'm gonna hand this to Hardwin and hope he does a good job on this one.
He seemed chill so far.
Yep. Hear
You're
that,
trying to
Jack?
What? So what?
Landley
You want
handed
to
you
go
a
find a male
note.
suitor.
Wait,
Yeah.
me a note? What?
Yes, I handed you a note telling you to talk to Tharsis there about possibly finding a male suitor who would be willing to be put into an arranged marriage in order to help protect the country.
Why exactly me?
I handed you a note, and then I walked off
Oh,
with
never mind.
Diana.
Oh my God. Okay.
When you read the note, by the time you looked up,
Uh, uh,
Does it say at the bottom, don't take Nathvel?
Yeah, it says, "Don't tell Nothville what you're doing. Just do it."
I'll go with I'll go with you, Jack, too, since we've given enough time for Diane to think about what she's going to say to this poor woman that it's free right now. That's not
Part of
very-
it is gonna hoping I roll a really high diplomacy check. That seems like one of my better bets.
So where are you going to go to? Where are you going to head off to find a male sitter? That is good.
Well, the note says talk to General Catharsis.
Tharsis, the general of Fort Hope.
yeah, I will do that.
Captain.
Yeah, captain.
Yeah.
I'm like, go talk
Captain,
to
my
the
captain.
captain. Go talk to what's his name in charge of Fort Hope.
Captain, my captain.
Captain Dude Bro.
Captain dude,
Alright,
we
so
got a situation.
you walk in, you knock on the door of the captain, he tells you, come on in. And Hardwin, you came back. Are we
Yes.
going to war, or is everything...
So far, it doesn't sound like we are, but that is they requested something of us in exchange for no war, for peace. We need to find a male who can marry one of the nobles from the land.
Arranged marriages, huh?
Yes.
That's a sticky situation. But I know of a man named Barrett. He's
Is
the
his name Ferret?
Yeah, his name is Ferret. That's his nickname. They call him Ferret. He's an elf ranger that is one of our. He was a member of the noble family back when in the Elven Court, so he might be something worthy of their luck. You can go ask him, but he's a druid mostly. I don't know if he wants to be tied down like that. You have to ask him, but that's the best person that I think off the top of my head that would be fit. That kind of person. I think he's over at the inn.
I will go and have a talk with him. Have a good day, sir. And I walk off to the inn.
Alright. So you walk over to the inn. You ask around and you see Barrett sitting over in the paranoid corner, drinking his meat. He's sitting there just like chilling with his foot up on both feet up on the desk. And he looks up at you. He's like, "Can I help you, sir?" And, you know,
Yes,
asking around about me.
I have heard that you may could help me with something.
Well,
In fact, not just me, but a whole land.
he's like, "Oh, land, huh?" He puts his feet down. I know you're hanging around with Landley and Queen Diana. He like shakes his head. Don't like saying that. Me and Diana used to fight shoulder to shoulder back in the war days. Kind of weird that she's higher ranking than me now. He smiles and he puts his feet down. So
It makes me really happy that he doesn't care about the gender swap. He cares more about the rank change. Like, the gender swap, that's not that weird, but the rank change is freaking me out.
Yeah.
You're gone too up, Bob,
He's a
and the rank
druid.
too fast.
He's used to using the whole druid reincarnation thing, where it's like, well, that's a race and a gender thing. Eh.
He basically just reincarnated. That's effectively what happened.
Yeah. You got
So-
reincarnated. Eh.
You have heard about
You got a higher rank. Damn it.
Have you heard that we may end up going to war soon?
Yeah, I came up from my hunting trip because I heard all hands on deck right now, so that's why
Well,
I'm getting around.
we could use your help to avoid a war.
How's that? I'm listening.
The leader asking for arranged marriage. And I've heard that you would be up for the task.
I didn't have any. Let me go ahead and roll. Fair. I'm gonna be fair to the guy.
I just see him like sit down and like think.
He's like, he looks at you for a second, like, don't know how to tell you this, boss. I'm not really into girls. That makes any sense for you.
That does make things slightly more difficult. Unless one of those two guys are into guys.
Well, then there isn't really much you can do then.
But
I will find somebody else who can be up to the task.
if you find someone, I'd be willing to do it if it's a cute guy.
I think maybe if they settle one way,
What do I
we'll
roll
probably
to-
end up perhaps maybe disrespect them. So I will not take the chance yet.
What do I roll
it's
to
the only
determine
chance we have,
cuteness level of
I will
guys?
take it.
I understand.
What do you roll for what?
But
What do I roll to determine how cute a guy is? I need to determine how cute the general is. The perception? Knowledge sexiness?
Girl
roll
instinct.
me a percentage. Yeah, roll me a percentage dice on the general and the. You're obviously going to pick the general, right?
General first. I would really rather not marry anybody to
Alright.
the other person.
Roll a percentage dice. Yeah, the general's pretty cute.
Alright, good.
Considering
good.
that you were a male before, you're like thinking about it. Just I don't know whether or not it disturbed you or not, but you were like,
I'd hit that.
hey.
I guess I would. Well, I don't know.
Well, the queen is looking for a maid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't really judge Diana's, judgment. She thinks Noswell's
Well,
cute.
it probably could have been the fact that
I don't think that ever happened, actually.
and you
Yeah, it did.
could have been added
No,
to the
I don't remember that.
Wait, didn't you two also kiss at some point?
Nope.
Nope.
Yes, you did.
Nope.
No, that
I-
would be funny if
don't
they
know
had
what
to
you're
do like
talking about. We just met
CPR
you a
and it
day
was like
ago.
a kiss thing.
Oh.
That'd be hilarious.
I remember somebody, now kissing somebody. I just remember that.
I don't think you remember right. Also, we just met you a day ago, so I'm not sure how you know.
No, out of character.
No, I don't think so. Period.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just remember that.
So,
Whatever.
Eric does tell you that there's a man that he obviously does know, likes girls. His
Problem is, he
name-
has to be of noble blood.
he is
Hey,
he is
wait, no one. He is a noble.
he is they call him Red, and he owns a pig farm.
Ah,
So do you want to go talk to Red now? They're Hardwin.
Yes.
So
That'd be a hell of a
fine,
thing.
Red.
You're now married to a pig farmer.
Red looks like a pretty, he's not like overweight, but he's definitely got definite, Haas from. Have you ever seen Blazing Saddles?
Yes.
He looks like he's got some extra meat on his bones.
Yeah, he looks like a pretty hefty guy. Pretty hefty guy, like kind of like
Walk up, go, no, and then walk away.
yeah, he's kind of a husky guy, very, very husky guy. He doesn't look like he's like over obese or anything. He's just like massive, like one of those guys like Shaquille O'Neal or something like
He's
that.
barrel chested and everything.
Yeah, barrel chest. Just he does have a little bit of belly, not that bad, but he's like, feeding the pigs, and he's like sees you as like, howdy, partner, what you doing out here? What can Red do for you?
I'm looking for somebody who can help me stop a soon coming war before it starts. And
Yeah,
I've heard that you could help.
how's that?
They are asking for arranged marriage to make a peace contract.
Yes, I was a member of a royal family. I've never been married myself, but never gone around to it. But get to keep the peace, man. But I'm a pig farmer. She's got to realize she's going to be living here for the rest of her life.
But
I
you still
suppose she
have
got no choice in the matter, huh?
some noble blood in you, so it would work.
Yeah, it was my noble blood runs pretty deep. We were cavaliers one time. We used to have a horse, massive, heavy horses running around. Since there ain't no horses around, I gotta raise pigs. It's like kind of weird, but they keep your soldiers fed. Looks at you like I got about 10 loyal guys from my old leadership that still help me with my pig farm. So I'll be definitely. If it needs to be done, I'll do it. I need to do it to save South Finland from going to war. Then I don't mind doing that.
Perfect.
Hey, see if you can sweeten the deal, though, and see if she comes with a couple of horses. I wouldn't mind getting some horse breeding going again. Getting some
Well,
horses.
I think they are only doing this to accept our proposal of peace. I doubt that will be anything else but pushing our luck.
Well, just let him know. Yep. Well, just mention it if you can get it. Doesn't hurt to ask, right? He smiles.
Good. I will come back to you when we are ready to take off.
He's like, all right. I suppose you want me to freshen up. He looks down at him with his shit like up to his knees. He's like, I suppose you want me to clean up, huh?
Yes. Make you look as good as you can.
He's like,
Wanna impress them after all.
right.
His response, that'll be easy.
That's not a problem. Time for me to shine off my old cavalier armor, he says. He goes with Fox Ray.
This is just his working clothes. His good stuff's back in the closet inside. He's like, I'm gonna get dressed. Awesome.
Yeah. That switches over to Diana knocking at the door of this house. And you see this very petite-looking, probably like maybe 17-year-old girl up here. And it's like, hello? Oh, hi, Landley.
Why,
And you
hello.
recognize her as one of the students at the school.
Oh god.
Ah, yes, one of the students.
17.
Ah,
It's medieval times.
yeah,
Medieval
so
times, I guess, yeah.
she's legal. Legal.
She's been legal for about 5 years.
Don't get mad at me. She's 18 now. Okay.
How old did the general look?
At least in his 40s.
Okay.
He's 40s. He's definitely an older man. Probably like 28, 30, somewhere in there. If he didn't eat an apple, he'd be much older.
True. If he had an apple, he could be thousands of years old. Awesome.
Yep.
And I take it this is the gal we're looking for?
Yeah, you recognize her, obviously.
Yep.
She's a younger lady, I'll say that, yeah.
Can we come in and sit down and have a chat, have a talk?
Of course, Linda. You can come in. My mom and dad are here, too. She kind of let you in.
Oh, good.
They can come along and join in this conversation.
Oh, God.
Good luck.
Napple's just like wandering around town.
Dice don't fail me now.
I'll be right back.
Landely's just in the back of her mind. I pray to God right now that Hardwind does a good job and finds somebody.
Yeah. You sit down, and the parents come in and is like, oh, they're like, oh my, the woman's like, she was washing, like cleaning pots or, dishes or whatever, and she comes in and she's like, fidgeting with herself. She's like, I didn't realize her queen was here. Your Majesty, I'm sorry about the house. So she's like, being nervous and picking up clothes and like.
It's no problem at all. It's our fault for stopping by unannounced.
Yeah, you say that, but she's like.
I know, but it's the thing I'm supposed to say.
Yeah, she's one of those people like, oh my God, we walked in and my house is in shambles. She's like all blushing and red, and just like, it's okay, it's Diana. She hasn't changed that much. Just she's queen of a country now, and Landeling's here.
That I can deal with.
Right?
Boss is here too!
My daughter's been telling you, been giving her really good lessons about the Romanian language. She's pretty fluent. She's taught us how to speak it. All thanks to you.
That's quite good.
Yeah, especially for what we have planned. I mean, what?
Like, Landely's just like, how do I talk to her? I was hoping she was going to be older and this would be a lot easier. And like, no, this is not easy.
Did she do something in school? Is she in trouble? Is she influence her?
She's not in trouble. Oh,
She
what's...
might wish she was.
I've...
She's been selected.
Well,
Do you want me to do the talking?
I'm just thinking, like, well, okay, basically, we're trying to figure out a way to find someone to help, prevent a war at this point in time. And in order to help prevent that war, we need to find somebody that's willing to, well, get forced into a marriage.
Forced is a strong word. We're looking at somebody.
We
looking
want
for
somebody to
who'd be
agree
willing.
to join a forced marriage, so to speak.
It's arranged. It's called an arranged marriage. It's not called a forced marriage.
The husband gives you this look, like he's like, I thought we left that all behind. Kind of looks down at his feet a little bit, and the little girl just like kind of looks at you, Landon, like looks at her daddy, like, and then looks back at you, like, what do you mean that it could hurt everybody?
This is really feeling very unpaladin-y. I'm not a big fan of this.
That's why I'm doing most of the talking. Like, no, you shut up. You just shut up and stand there.
So you should have just brought
You
me
just
and I
have to stand
just
pretty.
knocked on the door, took the girl, and walked off.
Yeah, that's why we didn't bring you.
Wow.
Now,
Just
I
got to
know
look
that
pretty.
this is a possibility, but I'm actually going to ask you if you know of anyone else who might be able to help us in this situation.
Help us with what? You gotta tell me, Leslie. Why won't you tell me?
No, I'm talking to her parents.
No, I mean, she's answering you back, though. Her father's just like looking at his feet and just like, and her mom just like, is just standing behind him, like just,
I can just see her if she had a dish in her hand, she just dropped it.
yeah, tied her to the ground.
You misunderstand. We are looking for people to help with this, and I don't want to force anyone into it. That we don't want anyone forced in unless they fully agree to it. I don't want you forced into this at all. If you have any other families you might know of that might be better to suggest for this position, I would like to take that route.
But what? Why is? Can you Langley tell me why this is happening? Can you explain it to me?
Basically going through the whole thing of we need somebody for an arranged marriage because
The reason it's happening is because
Suck.
there's a civil war happening that, in order to quell the civil war, one side is requesting stronger ties with Finland, and they requested those ties via an arranged marriage.
The father just looks down and like, I know what you're saying, Your Majesty, is that Romania will war with Finland if you don't agree to this.
basically
I'm saying that the possibility is significantly stronger if we don't find somebody willing to do such a thing.
And he gets up and he's like, well, you can just go find somebody else. And he just like,
then tell us somebody else to find.
I don't care who you find, you're not going to be my daughter. And she pipes up and he's like, Dad, calm down. I know
I'm
that.
asking you for assistance to find somebody else.
He stands up, Dad, don't worry about it, Dad. It's okay. If it helps everybody out, I don't want anyone to get hurt. A lot of my friends are guards, and they would be forced to fight. And I was always taught that, right? You always taught me that it's a noble job to protect their subjects. Like, it's not going to happen to you. That's my follower, Dad. And she puts her hands on his cheeks, and he's in tears now. And the wife's like comes around, and they're like crying, and he's like, "It's okay, guys. It's okay. I got this. I think I can do this for everybody." And then she's like, "No." And walks over to you, Emily, and is like, "Okay, Randy, it's just give me some time to talk with them, and I'll go with you, okay?"
See if you can ask them if they know anybody else. I would like to. We would like to look around and see if there's anyone else that would be willing. Please.
Right?
I know you're willing, but I would like to. We would like to see if there was more people that may be interested in. You know, find someone else if need be, so that your parents don't have to suffer.
It's like I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It may be nothing, it may be something. It's worth a shot.
Right. All right. So I assume you meet back with.
I could just see us me and Diana walk out of the house, and Diana's like, I feel so bad right now.
What is Diana's thoughts on this? Is it like, And
Diana's just making strangling noises. This is about what her thoughts are right now.
it's like,
Are you wanting to strangle one of the parents? Her?
No.
Me?
No. She's not sure who she wants to strangle.
Herself?
Probably the people who requested this.
Probably.
Alright, so I'm assuming, like, you're walking around and you meet up with,
Meet up with
With,
Nothville, find Hardwin.
yeah, you find Hardwin first, because he's looking for you, and he lets you know about the other, the male option and the other female option.
So basically, I have to condemn someone into being in a marriage they probably don't want, assuming that the general's daughter does not want. Oh, it wasn't the general's daughter; it was the other guy's daughter. Is not interested.
Why don't you just let me do the talking then?
Well, yeah, she does come back to you guys and tell you guys that her parents that she convinced them that she should go. That she knows a lot of other noble girls that are her friends, and she does not want them to. She wants them to enjoy their life, and then she's never been. You've probably seen her in school, like she's kind of a shy girl, not been really easy with the boys kind of person, and she's like, I'm pretty sure I probably would end up single and not marrying somebody. But she's trying to reason it out in a way. So you got three choices, I guess. She pleads with you not to condemn any of her other friends to this, and that they would probably do the same thing.
I don't want to condemn anybody else to this. I want the person to go willingly. I was just hoping to find, somebody a little more older.
Yeah, I know. Well, she doesn't want.
That's the moral quandary.
Well, that's the thing, is that she's telling you that
There is no one older.
she's not gonna let you. She's not gonna tell you from out of
Probably
character.
based on medieval times, most people who get much older than her are married.
Yeah,
That's just kind of how it works.
yeah. She's kind of like, she's basically falling on the sword for anybody else that she knows that is of marrying age and willing to go. She knows other nobles, girls, that would be willing to do this, and they probably would, but she doesn't want them to do it because she was the first one to be asked, basically. And she's not going to tell you who the other girls are. So she's leaving you no choice but to pick her, is basically.
Well,
Unless, of course, you ask other people, then, of course, you can find out that way.
I can respect that decision. Or
Yeah.
Diana can. So Diana will probably go with this girl. What was her name?
Her name is Lillian.
Liliana?
Yeah, Lelan.
Oh, Lillian. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Diana will probably go with Lillian then. Seems like the best solution.
Yeah. Are you going to bring the men just for another option?
I would like to. I mean, especially probably when we see Red walk up in his frickin' armor.
But then that puts Diane in another situation. But, that he's forcing the Lord's daughter to get married.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting forced either way.
Yes. I would prefer the situation where we have Lillian, but I think we should speak to what's his name, Red,
Yep.
and ask him to come with us just in case something happens. Make sure he knows that is the situation.
Yeah. And, Red as well. He's like, and when he told you about Ferret, you were like, I I don't know why you asked Ferret, because you knew about his situation.
Ferret's gay. What are you, an idiot?
Yeah. Why'd you
You
ask
knew
Ferret?
about Ferret, but we didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't. I just gave it to Hardwood. I'm like, go.
Yeah, he didn't know Ferret was that way, but Red is not, and he's dressed in his beautiful cavalier armor, and he's got his lance with him, and he's like, "It's been said a long time since I worn this. Like, it's good to get it out every once in a while."
It doesn't show.
And bluff? What's that bluff check for?
That was a joke, because he said he hasn't worn it in a long time. I said it doesn't show. I'm assuming it shows, but that was a joke. Never mind.
I look at him and go, no, it shows right there, and I poke him in the rib.
Hey, stop it! It shrank. You know, in the water, the seawater. You know, kind of shrank the armor. And like.
I just pat
I
him on
look
the
at him
back.
and go, I think you're eating too much of your pigs.
Alright, Red, so here's the deal. To be perfectly frank with you, you're kind of a backup option right now. We're hoping... What did you say?
I said I like being backup. So
Yeah, so I appreciate your offer, and we would like you to come with us, but if everything goes well, then nothing will be necessary for you to do anything.
I want to push
All
Red.
right.
I want to push Red before the girl.
Oh, you do?
I do. Because even if Red ends up with the whole he's living over there, it's not going to be nearly as impactful as it is for the girl. I'm like, I kind of want to give the girl a shot at, having her own life versus being just, we're just going to send you off to some unknown land.
Actually, what do I know about Red? Is he like a decent person?
Oh yeah, he's a good person. So you could think like you're rescuing the evil man, the evil lord's daughter from an evil person.
Because basically we're in a spot where if we go with the girl, or Lillian, we're marrying her off, she's willing to a guy who, all I know about him is he's not evil. That is like his alignment.
That's it. Yep.
Versus
You don't
we
know
have
his personality. You don't know what kind of person he is. No.
versus we have marrying Red to a girl who I've never met, I have no idea what she's like, and she very well probably does not want to get married to Red. But I know that Red's a good person.
Oh yeah. He's a cavalier. Yeah. He's almost.
We know that whoever the girl is over there that would be married to Red is going to be forced to marry him. And then we can possibly use that to learn a little bit more. Personally, I'm going to be talking with the girl for a little while and not telling you things I'm trying to set up for emergency.
For emergency?
Yes. I'm going to turn her
I have
into a
questions.
spy.
I'm not sure I'll get answers.
All right. So I sound like you guys are going to push Red first.
I think now that it's been stated out loud and we've logicked through it, that does seem like a better option.
I'm like, I would rather put Red forward before the girl.
Wow.
I lean on Red, one arm around his shoulder, and like, just think, you might get married to a pretty young woman.
Just out of curiosity, Diamond, am I like pushing your like paladin code to the point of like breaking or what?
Close.
Close. I'm just trying to get through this. I'm not a big fan of all this diplomacy stuff.
It's like me, I want to just smack something.
Yeah, it's
like we're going to be like diplomacy. You'll find us in like a month. We're going to go traipsing through the woods and go beat some bears up or something.
I'm effectively just for the last 4 sessions have been trying to find a way to go, yeah, we're going to go off an adventure again.
Yeah,
And
sorry.
you just
I mean,
haven't been able to.
a lot of It's,
I think what's probably going to happen after this whole escapade is I may end up trying to put the Red Queen in charge as a regent of the local area, and then we will go try to meet up with the outlying groups and introduce them to us and reaffirm ties of fealty, just because that will give me excuse to go out adventuring.
I mean, I might meet some other elves that aren't, that I haven't known for like the last 100 and some years.
Yeah,
Yes.
things like that. But For the time being, let's just get this over with.
Sorry, guys, if it's boring. It was like,
No, it's not boring. It's just hilarious in different ways.
I think it's a little boring, but we all have different opinions. We'll get through it.
all right then.
We're forced to do lots and lots of roleplay. Lots and lots of diplomacy.
All right, so we
Trying to do a sandbox game.
I know.
yeah, no, you're fine. Hey, it's perfectly fine. We brought ourselves to this point.
I should really try and make a character that
You had
It's
to
better
become a
on-
queen. You had to become a princess and a queen.
This is all your fault.
All right,
right.
so you guys are right back.
So we teleport back.
Yeah, we'll teleport back.
do we have Red with us?
Of course.
Good.
We take them both with us.
We brought Red and the girl.
Oh god. I don't. Personally, my character do not really like
So
Peter,
before
but
you guys leave, I'm gonna just say that the dragons don't ask you for another time. You've already done it. But if you come back at the third time, you will have to do it.
Okay, cool.
You arrive, and you see a woman behind him now. Let me go ahead and get a...
Let's get this shindig underway.
Yeah, she's...
she's just a skeleton, nothing else.
God, that would be terrible.
Marrying Red off to a skeleton.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Careful on that first step. It's a little bony.
And
You
you
and
like,
Red are gonna go to Bone Town.
What have I started? Why did I do this?
Moving on.
Yeah, all these puns were boned. You're totally boned.
yeah,
Oh god damn, I started it all. It's my fault. I will take it on me.
yeah. It is one
I
of
will-
those things.
I will remove 10 XP for that. Just kidding.
No, it's okay. You don't have to.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I don't think you can afford to spare any XP.
No, I'm already behind. I cannot afford anymore.
Alright, so... Let me go ahead and put her... Just dot her down for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sure, there we go. She's dressed in a kimono.
Is Hardwin more interested now?
Huh?
His hardwood got a hard in.
Perhaps.
I was like, oh ho!
Yes.
Red, you're
Actually.
freaking thrown off the cliff, boy.
Just gonna push Red over so he is not seen. Just
And
kidding.
you recognize the kimono as something that the spider lady made from the weave of it. Beautiful silk work.
Damn.
Intense. It's a masterpiece of art that she's wearing.
Can I get a detect evil off when I get the chance at the daughter?
She is not evil.
Okay.
Wait, they're all undead, right?
They're not all
undead. They are human.
They're actually
Okay.
alive because they've been talking to us.
Oh. Oh,
Physically
right.
talking to us.
Alright.
It's not like we're sitting down at a table with us talking and them writing responses.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So we all get bored and decide the three of us travel to the tree and leave Hardwood by himself
Hey, shut up.
They're
to live
speaking,
forever.
they're speaking Romanian, so everybody can understand.
Oh shoot, does Red know Romanian?
Yes.
He
Okay,
learned it.
good.
Town has learned it.
I'm
by now.
assuming everybody now knows common and Romanian in the town.
It's been about
Good.
3 or 4 months.
Everybody's either forgotten the language they don't find useful anymore to learn. Spend 2 weeks to learn the language. It's important enough.
Yeah.
I wish you could spend 2 weeks learning a language in the real world.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah. I will learn all the language.
So he sees the girl and the boy that are standing there, and he's like, "I see Your Majesty has brought 2 options for us, huh?"
We would prefer.
They would prefer, you mean, Your Majesty?
Excuse me. Sorry, out of character, I just started talking and realized 2 words in, I didn't know what I was actually going to say.
Right.
Give me a moment. Bad habit of me in real life. You know what? I'm just probably going to ignore that comment. We're just going to go with what was Red's actual title?
He was a cavalier.
I don't know. Make up Red's. If you see her. See her.
You just call him Lord.
Yeah.
Duke Red of the horses of the Black Horse.
I'm not making him up a title. That'd be rude.
Yeah.
No, I can see him actually having like that sort of a title. No, it's like Landely rolls off the title he had back in the old world.
Yeah.
And that'd be effectively what I'd be doing here.
Yes. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's just you just
Yeah,
rolling off his old title.
He was a duke. He was a duke back in the.
Hey, another Duke.
Yep. And his name is.
Yes, he may be a duke, but I am a Prince Duke.
And I just realized
Prince
my
Duke,
character
Colonel
has
Mayor.
no nobility at all.
Prince Duke. Sergeant Mayor.
Alright, so do we
Yeah.
have a title for him then? He's Duke Red
No.
of...
Yeah, Duke Randall.
Oh, Randall is his name?
Yeah, his name is Randall, which is
We just call him Red.
yeah, guys call him Red, but he is he was yeah. His house sigil is a red horse on a gold field.
Okay, so we'll call him Duke Randall of the Red Horse.
Yeah.
So, I'm just going to ignore that comment. We're going to go straight into diplomacy. So,
Okay.
this is me basically trying to convince them to go with Red. So, this is Duke Randall of the Red Horse, who would gladly offer his hand in marriage in the interests of cementing relations between our 2 nations.
I like how he actually is looking at the dragon, not towards us.
He nods and he points to his daughter, and she comes up timidly, and he says, "I offer my daughter as Lady."
I see 2 of them.
There's 2 of them.
No, there's only one.
Well, he put
Yeah,
him over
over
there on
here.
the side by accident.
I
Left it over.
yeah.
I was just ignoring that.
I thought I was still drunk from last night for a moment there. So like I'm seeing double again.
You see past now.
That would just make him drink harder. So anyway, sorry.
Oh, that's cool, dude. Trying to think of a good name for
Is she of Asian descent?
Sure, why not? Colors.
Mm.
Or yeah. You guys think of his name? I don't know.
Roll a d23.
D23. Just give me a name. I don't care. Jesus Christ. Let's see.
Takoi.
How was that?
Jodian?
Takoi. Like that.
Takoi.
I don't know.
Wait.
I just googled random names.
Alright.
Fantasy Asian names.
I like it.
Like, I got a
Lady-
baby name book that says, like, roll a d23 so I can get the first letter.
Yeah. Leave the queen. She's and she bows. She steps forward, and Red steps forward, and the gold dragon is like, this marriage has been brought forth by the
This marriage brought to you by.
this marriage brought to you by. Would a member of Finland step forward, please?
I push Landely up there.
You're not even close to her.
No, you would push the person next to you, which is Hardwin.
Oh, fuck.
I
Nope.
walk over to Landely and go, "Hey, this sounds like your job," and I push her forward.
I'm wearing the Red Queen's tabard. Technically, the only person here who really qualifies is Hardwin.
Nope,
But,
because I'm not
but,
noble.
No,
No.
this isn't. Okay,
Oh.
so they're not asking. I assume they're not
They want a
asking for
witness.
red. They're asking for somebody to witness.
Oh.
So Hardwin, just go stand forwards. You'll be fine.
Go be the witness for this. Go on.
Wait. Where's your stand?
Just
Uh,
go up
over
like right
here?
above me. Right here.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that'll work.
I had never been to
Alright, so-
a marriage before.
Yeah, she does the so as
roll with it.
Hardwin Hope, as member of Finland, you are witness to this wedding that these two have now been joined as a sign of the good faith between Finland and the people of Romania.
Say, I do so witness.
I do so witness.
Your Majesty, the Queen of Romania, do you give this woman to this man?
I do.
And Hardwin Hope, does Red speak for himself in this matter, or are you?
He speaks for himself.
Red, do you take this woman as your wife? I do so on behalf of Finland. Accept her as my wife. He kind of like just standing in attention. He's like, by the power of Helion and the dragon flight, I pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride. And he kisses her. And then this guy just steps next to you, and he's like, and these two step right behind him, and they kneel before him. He puts his flail up to you like this. Says, Your Majesty, forgive me for my insolence. I offer you my weapon to punish me any way you wish and see. For my insolence in questioning your authority, I swear my allegiance to you. My life is yours from this moment on.
Smite evil. That is good enough. If you survive.
No.
Diana, let her decide.
I'm just joking.
Ben disappeared.
You won't do it. You won't do it.
No, I don't think he will either.
Guys, Ben disappeared.
Oh no, Ben.
It disappear.
The queen have left the building.
Queen's like, fuck y'all.
We push the hands is alignment as a paladin too far. That's it. I just know it. Meanwhile, Harwin is slightly regretting to not have taken up this arranged marriage himself. Slightly.
Oh, there he goes.
Yo, the crew is back. Everybody silence.
I'm on my phone right now because the computer's not working. Can you guys see my character moving on screen?
Yes.
Yep. Oh wait, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I still
yeah.
have internet. Not sure why Skype was messing up. So sorry, where did it cut off there? Did you hear everything I said?
No.
No.
Oh man, it's not
We
really
heard "I
good.
do," and then that was about the end of it.
Okay. Well, he kneeled, offered up his flail to me. I let me see if I can remember. Damn, that was really good. So I said I pick up his flail, I hold it for a moment above him, and then I hand it back to him and say, "There's no need for punishment. There's no need for punishment. You are simply acting in what you thought was best for the country, and I see no need to punish anyone for that."
He stands and he says, "Your generosity as queen shall be known throughout the land, your majesty." And he steps back.
Diana,
Humble,
the kind.
this humble lord is now at your service. Our swords are yours. Fort Sister now belongs to you. And Red yeah, Red takes her back to the the swine farm, basically, and that ends that little escapade. Everyone gets 2,000 experience points.
2,000.
Oh, and Nathal,
Yes.
your guy your Frank gets 600 experience.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so I think that's a good place to end it. Don't you guys? Or,
That seems like a good spot.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
so hopefully, next time these guys will not do no diplomatic stuff, and they go splunking into some dungeons, kill some things, so they get the stress of all this shit that just went down. Beat
I
the
only got to
crap
roll one time. That's all.
Here, try to hit me with your sword.
Okay.
Yeah, in front of
Roll an
everybody.
attack.
out of you.
Wait, I don't have a sword. Can I look?
With
borrow
your hammer.
sword?
I don't know.
With
Don't
your
do
weapon.
it. It's a trap. He's trying to get your character killed. He's surrounded by his guards.
What's the worst thing that could happen?
I don't
They
care.
kill him.
Kill them all. Get the dragons to kill them.
All right, Landon, go ahead and send us out there, boss.
Alrighty, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. Again, Jack's channel for Twitch will be in the description below. Feel free to join us next week as we'll be live on his channel on Sunday. At least we should be, unless, well, something comes up. So you guys have a good one. This is Strato Time. Lord Strato signing out.